Welcome to Fisher Field and Newton. It's the 8-man Division I state championship game between two first-timers, the Ness City Eagles and the Rock Hills Grizzlies. I'm Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jansen. You got two first-timers coming into this ball game, Larry. There's going to be a lot of butterflies between the Eagles and the Grizzlies today.
Yeah, and they're huge. Both teams got big line of scrimmage, but you say like I think it's only the second time that Ness City's won 2 or 3 playoff games. So it's like you said, new to them, but they're experienced. They're going to have they start like 7 seniors and 1 junior, and so they got experienced line. Same thing is about all seniors for Rock Hill. So it's a experienced team both ways, line of scrimmage. You know, from the Rockamans up there and that Wyatt Flynn out there for the Rock Hills Grizzly. The only game they lost was about the middle of the year, about the 5th or 6th game to Clifton Clyde, and they've run the table in the rest of them and even beat the defending state champion Division I Madison to get here.
You look at Ness City, they've been ranked number 2 to start the season, but after week 1, they've been ranked number 1 the whole way. They haven't had a game within 30 points. They really haven't been challenged, and I'll tell you what, a very potent football team with the Ness City Eagles.
I've seen them twice. I've seen them in a playoff with Mineola, and I saw the whole game with Solomon with their Grizzlies also, and they were huge. They were big Grizzlies. But I'll tell you what, they got all the pieces of the puzzle, seen to me, from what I've seen. Haven't seen Rock Hill, so that's not fair to them. But I'll tell you what, Ness City, they hit on all 8 cylinders. They're a well-tuned, fine-oiled machine, and I'd be surprised. They're going to have to really play the best, the Grizzlies, to beat the Eagles, because they seem like they're destined for destiny to me. That's just from what I'm seeing them play.
Dalton Gantz and Garrett Flax really run the offensive show for Ness City, but you look on the Rock Hill side, you got Clay Kozan, Joel Brockelman, Aaron Brockelman. Kozan and Joel Brockelman, 78 rushing touchdowns between them. So you look back there in that backfield, that's what you got to stop when you look at Rock Hills.
Both of them have, and the running backs even for Ness City, what is it, 21 and 17, whatever the touchdowns they have too. But they're so well balanced. Running the game as well as the passing and the division. I think what we'll see a little, even though the wind's going to be risky today, I still think that they might put the ball in the air because they're so well balanced, running and passing. It ought to just be one incredible football game by both teams, the Grizzlies and the Eagles.
Tell you what, it might be a track meet on the football field. Ness City and Rock Hills, more coming up from Fisher Field and Newton.
Pre-game of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Bonert Welding, LLC of Jewel, and Darrell Bonert, Pioneer Seed Representative, congratulating the Rock Hill Grizzlies on making it to state.
Congratulations on making it to state, Grizzlies! Go Grizzlies!
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, with locations in Phillipsburg and Smith Center. Experience the Landmark difference. Melby Mortuary of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills academics and sports teams for the 2012 and 2013 school year. Best of luck to the seniors. Bistum Decorating Center, Carpet One of Hayes, family owned and operated, serving Hayes and Western Kansas since 1945.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. We're now joined by the head coach of the Rock Hills Grizzlies, Sam Myers. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on making it to the state title game. I know it has to be exciting for you and your kids.
It is, really. It's a very exciting experience. It's a great step for these kids. They've worked a really long, hard time, both on the field and in the off season, and so it's a very deserving reward for them.
You guys took that loss to Clifton Clyde, and ever since that point, about mid-season, it seems like you guys have just turned to another level, especially offensively.
Yeah, I think that they really learned a lot from that game, and you never want a loss, but if you learn from it, that's the best thing that can happen. I think that the kids understood what they were capable of and what they didn't do on that certain occasion, and from that time, we really had our backs against the wall. It was basically playoffs starting right then from us, and I think that they responded to that very well. We've got a mature group of kids, and they really stepped up to the plate, and it's been paid off in the games that we played so far.
You guys have played a tough schedule, opened up with the defending champ in Division II with Thunder Ridge, that Clifton Clyde game, and then the 2-time defending state champ, Madison, to make it here. You guys have really been tested against some good clubs this year and came out on top.
Yeah, and we hope that that's going to bode well for us today because we know Ness City's a good team, but our kids are very, like I mentioned, mature, and the fact is they like to focus on just, we talk about focusing on just the one thing that you can handle, and that's the thing right in front of you. You throw out the records, you throw out the stats, you throw out the histories of anything, and you have a matchup each and every week, and that's what we focus on trying to take care of as our business on each play.
When you look at today's game, what are the keys for you guys offensively and defensively to come out state champs?
I think the biggest thing is to play fast. We know that Ness City has a very well-disciplined, very good team, and they have a good amount of team speed, and so we need to play fast to equal that. And then the other thing is just out-execute. At this point in the game, nobody's going to be tricking anybody. We're both just pretty fundamental teams, and it's a matter of who can come out and out-execute the other team and be very physical, and that's the plan for today.
Coach, good luck today, and have a fun time here in Newton.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Sam Myers of the Rock Hills Grizzlies. More from Fisher Field in Newton when we come back.
Pre-game of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Bonert Welding, LLC of Jewel, and Darrell Bonert, Pioneer Seed Representative, congratulating the Rock Hill Grizzlies on making it to state.
Congratulations on making it to state, Grizzlies! Go Grizzlies!
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, with locations in Phillipsburg and Smith Center. Experience the Landmark difference. Melby Mortuary of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills academics and sports teams for the 2012 and 2013 school year. Best of luck to the seniors. Bistum Decorating Center, Carpet One of Hayes, family owned and operated, serving Hayes and western Kansas since 1945.
Welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. We're now joined by the head coach of the Ness City Eagles, Chris Bamberger. And first of all, Coach, wow, what an experience. Your team, Ness City, in the state title game for the first time has to be exciting for you and your kids.
For sure, it's exciting. And anytime they put so much work into this deal and they get to have the payoff, you know, come out here and play for the championship, it's exciting.
You guys have dominated all year long. You started out ranked number 2 in the state. After week 1, you've been ranked number 1 all the way. Kind of have that X on your back with people coming in against you, but you've fought off all oncomers and have really had a great season so far.
Sure, and I've been impressed with the way the boys have attacked each week because you always worry about that pressure, but I think it's really driven them, and that's been a good thing for us this year.
What's been the key to your success? I mean, offensively and defensively, it seems like everything's been clicking.
Well, the kids they like to do the little things right, and they take a lot of pride in that, those small fundamentals and technique things, and I think that's been the key for us every week.
Now, you have played in this state championship game as a player. Have you this week and today given the kids any advice on how to play the game, how to prepare for it? What have you done through your past experience?
Well, everybody prepares a little bit differently, but my biggest piece of advice, and they know this, they hear it from everybody, is to have fun. And that's what this thing is about. That's what this game is about, is to have fun. And if they do that, we'll come out of here with a smile on our face, I hope.
Rock Hill's a pretty good ball club as well, coming in at 11-1. What are the keys for the Ness City Eagles to take home their first state title in football?
We're going to have to play well in the trenches. They are some big physical kids, and we're going to have to do well down there in the grind with all the big guys and limit their big plays. They have that capability, and anytime you can limit those, it's going to help for your defense.
Coach, good luck today against Rock Hill.
Thank you.
That's head coach Chris Bamberger of the Ness City Eagles. We'll have more from Fisher Field and Newton when we come back.
Pre-game of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Bonert Welding, LLC of Jewel, and Darrell Bonert, Pioneer Seed Representative, congratulating the Rock Hill Grizzlies on making it to state.
Congratulations on making it to state, Grizzlies!
Go Grizzlies!
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, with locations in Phillipsburg and Smith Center. Experience the Landmark difference. Melby Mortuary of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills academics and sports teams for the 2012 and 2013 school year. Best of luck to the seniors. Vistam Decorating Center, Carpet One of Hayes. Family owned and operated, serving Hayes and western Kansas since 1945.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz as we get ready for the kickoff in the Kansas State High School Activities Association 8-man Division I state championship game between the Ness City Eagles and the Rock Hills Grizzlies. Ness City coming into today's ball game with a record of 12-0 on the season. Rock Hills comes in 11-1. These two teams, their first ever appearance in the state championship game. Ness City, an 8-man team starting 3 years ago, finished that first season 5-5. Next season 8-2. This season they are 12-0. Rock Hills, they are in season number 6 of being Rock Hills, and they are excited to be in the state championship game as well. Sam Myers, the 9th-year head coach, he's 53-31. Chris Bamberger, 25-7 in his 3rd year with Ness City. So two good programs. And Larry Jantz, this game I expect to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a track meet down there on the football field today.
Well, everything leads up to it, Jeremy, from all the stats that they've had. You know, Rock Hills Grizzlies, they started off, they beat Thunder Ridge, defending 2 champ a year ago. They beat them, and they've been on a roll until about the 5th game of the year when Clifton Clyde Eagles got them. But yeah. But anyway, it'll be a heck of a good battle, I think, between two well-oiled machines, and they're fundamentally sound.
Well, let's look at the path both of these teams took to get here to the state title game once the playoffs started. You look at Rock Hills, they started off against Peabody Burns, won that one no problem, 72-26, a 46-point victory. Then they faced off against Marmaton Valley, won that game 78-48, so they put 150 points on the board in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And then the 2-time defending state champion Madison, they beat them 36-20 to get to this state title game. When you look at the Ness City Eagles, number 1 ranked, 9-0 starting into the playoffs. They started off against Mineola, won that game in Ness City by a score of 50-14. Then they hit the road to take on CT Young and the Pretty Prairie Bulldogs. Didn't have any problems there either. They won that game 46-0. It was a mercy rule at halftime. Then the Solomon Gorillas, an upstart, a team I think that is somewhat similar to what they're going to see today in the Rock Hills Grizzlies, a very big team. Very big team, and Ness City took Solomon, who came into the ball game with a 10-1 record, and beat them by a score of 48-0. Again, another mercy rule at halftime to get here to the state title game between Ness City and Rock Hills. And Larry, wow, this Ness City team, let's talk about them for a little bit. They are senior laden, as is Rock Hills, but Ness City even more so. And they have just dismantled teams. Their closest ball game this season was October 5th against Hoxie, and the final score of that ball game was 38-6. That's their closest ball game, was a 32-point win over Hoxie.
Yeah, you're gonna have they've played such solid defense from the get-go, and they had Kansas City first year, Maxville, Victoria, Hodgman County, Quinter. Again, actually, but they only averaged 5 points is all they gave up, less than a touchdown per game. Only 62 points for the whole year up through 12 games. And you look at the other side of the ball, and the Grizzlies are around 17 points per game. Even so, you'd say, well, maybe Ness City has the edge on as far as on defense.
But you look at this Rock Hills team, and when I was talking with Coach Sam Myers earlier, they have played a heck of a tough schedule. They opened up against Thunder Ridge, won that ball game by 46. Then they shut out Hanover and Matt Hoyer's squad 26-0. They had that loss in week 4 to Clifton Clyde, but they have taken out Osborne 56-6, and they say that's Steve Kiernan, the head coach, former B&B coach at Osborne, so a good ball club there. Then they take out Peabody Burns, Marbiton Valley, and then come up against Madison, the 2-time defending state champ, and win that game by a score of 36-20. So maybe not as flashy as far as the wins go, but you look at the quality of the opponent that Rock Hills has played, I'll tell you what, they have had some stiff competition.
They just flat been getting it done. You know, it seems like you hear a lot about Wyatt Flynn, and you hear about the Brockmans and Kozan and some of those guys, but they've just stepped up together and been a great team up to this point. The Devon, the players in for the defense, you know, they just have a solid team, or they wouldn't get here in this championship game. But like you said earlier, this is the first opportunity for both squads, the Grizzlies and the Eagles, to be in the state championship game. And so hats off to them.
How nerve-wracking is it? And I talked with Coach Bamberger about this, about the fact that, you know, I know you've played in this game before, and he said that he will give as much to his kids as he possibly can, but you know, the Butterflies have to be flying getting ready for the state title game.
Yeah, and I talked to a couple parents earlier prior to today's game, and they said just even kill, the guys are just taking it like another game. So they think like Tucker Vonley, his parents, and they just introduced him, number 22, but they said that, hey, they're just on the even kill. They expect that they're on a mission. Their mission's not accomplished yet. They're not finished. And they're giving all the credit to their coaching staff, too. But they've worked extremely hard to get here. And like you said earlier, 5-5, then 8-2, and then now 12-0. So it's progressed under Bamberger's leadership as the head coach.
So Ness City, as we mentioned, 12-0, and really haven't been tested this year. How important is it going to be for Rock Hills to start out early and maybe get some points on the board before Ness City can touch the football?
Well, I think it's kind of like a lot of football games. If you get behind, then you make a one-dimensional team, and they want to run the ball too. They want to establish the line of scrimmage, and so defensively, the Grizzlies said they got to make good reads, they got to execute individual assignments, and they want to play fast. You heard him at the coaching interview. Want to play fast. And so that's what I think you see about the Grizzlies on defense. And on offense, if they can actually have keys to it, they want to establish a power running game. That's what they want to do. So then that opens up, mix in some play action passes with it. So that's what to expect out of the Grizzlies.
We mentioned it in our open with Rock Hills. It starts and stops in the backfield. They have such a powerful backfield. Between Clay Kozand, Aaron Brockelman, and Joel Brockelman, they have 88 touchdowns on the ground, and also 2 more through the air with Aaron Brockelman with 2 touchdown catches. That's a lot of scores. Those guys are used to getting in the end zone.
And you look at Clay Kozand and then Aaron and Joel Brockelman, those guys, and if you add up, they've had a total of over 3,000 yards rushing. Over 1,500 yards for Kozan and 1,425 for Joel, and another 674 for Aaron Brockelman. So that's around not only those large touchdown runs, but man, they've been carrying the ball a lot. Joel Brockelman might be a sub as far as a tailback, but he's at 134 carries for 1,425 yards. He's only a sophomore.
Then on the flip side of the other offense for Ness City is they are so balanced with Dalton Gantz, Garrett Flax. Gantz has ran for just over 1,000 yards. Flax has ran for just over 1,000 yards. And then you throw in running from quarterback Colton Ratliff, Pedro Flores off the bench. But the thing you look at theirs, they haven't racked up quite as many yards because they've been done with games early.
9 of them finished early. They've only had 3 of them extended to the whole game, you know.
Now my next question, if this game gets into the 3rd, 4th quarter, it starts to get tight, does that affect Ness City at all, being how they haven't been in a close game? They haven't had to play 4 quarters?
I don't think it will, because when I watched Mineola was big and tough, but it all depends now the injury to a certain player. In that particular game back, when they played Minneota Wildcats, Matt McLaren, their quarterback, got hurt and injured. And while he was gone out of their lineup, then that's when they had some quick scores. They got 2 touchdowns. While I was watching that game, and he comes back in there with tape clear up to halfway up his leg. So his right leg was all taped up, and he come back in, then threw a sharp bullet pass, deflected by his receiver and intercepted by Ness City, and then all of a sudden it's lights out, and all of a sudden it goes to about 30-something to nothing. And so everything can turn real quick.
And their coin toss coming up right here. Official Brad Taylor showing the coin to both the Rock Hills Grizzlies and the Ness City Eagles.
Making sure there's not heads on both sides. That's what he's doing.
He's going to flip it again, catch it.
Look at Ness City, so they must have won the toss.
Looks like Ness City is going to do like they did in the game against Pretty Prairie that I saw them play in, and I believe they are going to defer until the second half, and they will kick off and let their defense play football first. And I'll tell you what, speaking from a coaching perspective, I think I'd like to do the same thing.
Blue won the toss. They chose to
and the thing is you had to have Chris Rohrbaugh send him in the right direction. So
that's a scary thought, isn't it?
Ness City won the toss and deferred.
So the Eagles win the toss. They do defer to the second half. Ness City will defend the west end zone here in the first quarter, and Rock Hills will receive the ball, and we'll go from our left to our right on our screens, and they will get things going, and we're about set. We're going to go over your starters offensively first for Rock Hills. The ends, number 23, Robbie Dean, a 5'8", 165-pound senior. And number 72, Wyatt Flynn, a 6'3", 230-pound senior. The guards, Joe Bauman, a 6'1", 200-pound senior, and Micah Daniels, a 6'5", 230-pound senior. The center is number 42, Corbin Green, a 5'11", 230-pound senior. The quarterback, Chance Koppel, a 6'1", 175-pound junior. And the fullback, Clay Kozand, a 5'11", 195-pound senior. Tailback, Aaron Bronkelman, a 5'7", 185-pound senior. Defensively for Ness City, the ends, Blake McVicker and Tucker Von Lay. Number 58 and number 22, the nose tackle, Joey Rufinock, a 6', 230-pound senior. The linebackers, Dalton Gantz, number 2, a 6'2", 205-pound senior, and Garrett Flax, a 5'8", 180-pound senior. The safety is Matthew Frank, a 5'10", 160-pound senior. And the cornerbacks, 88, Will Frusher, a 6'3", 160-pound senior, and Trevor Hawkins, number 4, a 6'1", 163-pound junior. We're set for kickoff. Isaac Lira will put a foot into it. They'll come up on it, and then they will do like they have most of the year and back it off and trying to see what they can do. So Lira will kick it deep. Back deep for Rock Hills is Joel Bronkelman. The sophomore waits for it, and that is a short one. It's on the ground. Who's going to get it? The Eagles have the football. Ness City covers the football. Rock Hills wasn't ready for it, and the Eagles will have it first down and 10 at the Rock Hills 30-yard line.
It's a great break right from the get-go. I mean, all year long, Lira, number 33, he's putting about, he almost makes a field goal from his kickoff. I mean, he kicks it clear out of bounds, out of sight to games I saw him play. Average 45 yards on it. But here they go, first down and 10 for those Eagles.
So it's Frank, Von Lay, Rufinock, McVicker, and Frusher across the front line. Will Frusher, 88. There's a pitch back to Garrett Flax. He looks for some room, and he's not going to have a whole lot as Micah Daniels meets him. Also in there was Robbie Dean coming up from his safety spot. The quarterback, Colton Ratliff. Fullback is Dalton Gantz, and the tailback is Garrett Flax. Defensively, Micah Daniels and Wyatt Flynn, the defensive ends. Cisco Fisher, the nose tackle. Linebackers, Clay Kozan and Dalton Wilson. The cornerbacks, Aaron Bronkelman and Devin Freeman. The safety is Robbie Dean. Here it comes. There's a give again to Flax. He is in across the 25-yard line. Fisher makes the tackle as he leans down to the 24.
Yeah, Flynn got him, but he's also shaking his one arm. I don't know if he got pinched, a nerve, or whatever, but your left defensive end, Wyatt Flynn, he's tough, 6'3", 230-pound senior.
Third down and 4. And the flag, that's going to be a false start against Ness City. So the first penalty, maybe a little bit of the nervousness in this ball game.
Yeah, Bobby Fossum, he throws that old
Encroachment on the defense.
Oh, it's
5-yard
against Rock
penalty,
Hills.
First down.
Rock Hills came across. I looked up and I saw Ness City look like they were walking backwards. And so it's going to be a first down for the Eagles, a 5-yard penalty against Rock Hills.
First penalty of the game either way. Now we got Colton Radliff underneath the center.
First down and 10 from the 18. Ness City looks to strike first. It is going to be a pitch back. It's on the ground. Flax picks it up, trying to make something happen, and he is buried. The ball's still loose. I think they're going to call it dead.
Yeah.
They're going to call it dead at the 24-yard line. So the ball will be spotted at the 24. It's still going to be a big loss. Bobby Fossum on the far side is set to set it at the 24. Well, they're going to spot it at the 40, so a loss of 12 on the play. Not the way that Ness City wanted to start this football game. So it is second down and 22 from the 30-yard line. Ratliff puts Flax in motion. He's going to give it up off the middle to Dalton Gantz. He's going to be hit and dropped. Kozan making the initial hit. Also Micah Daniels in there on the play. A pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up third down and 15.
Well, this is going to be touchy here. There might be another play action pass coming up, Jeremy, probably here on third and long.
2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter, the 8-man Division I state championship game. Ness City Eagles and the Rock Hills Grizzlies. There's a pitch back to Flax. He's looking for some running room. He gets the edge, breaks one tackle, but that's it. He's near the original line of scrimmage, which I think he got back there. A pickup of 6 is going to bring up fourth down and 10.
Look for them to go ahead and run another play action pass or another sweep option. They like the I formation first, and then they go into single tight, which is the pro, and then of course they have their twins. So right now they're in a
fourth down and 10. It is going to be play action. Ratliff looking, has Hawkins. He makes the catch, and he is slung down before he gets the first down. He picked up 7 yards. He needed 10, and the Rock Hills defense holds, and they will take over on downs at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and that tackle there was good by number 89 for Rock Hills. That there was
Dalton Wilson in on the tackle.
Yeah, he was 185-pound senior linebacker, made that tackle and kept it from getting the first down.
So first down and 10 for the Grizzlies. The ball spotted at their own 11-yard line. Aaron Brockelman is the tailback in an offset eye, kind of a blocking back formation for Clay Kozan. It is going to be Brockelman right side. He is hit immediately. In on the tackle, Dalton Gantz, a pickup of a yard on the play. It'll bring up second down and 9.
Great job by that senior linebacker. Dalton Gantz had 77 tackles coming into this game and 2 interceptions for the year. The 6'2", 205-pound senior does a great job at interior linebacker there.
Second down and 9. Quarterback Chance Koppel up underneath center. There's a pitch back to Joey Brockelman. He cuts back against the grain, and guess who? Dalton Gantz again leads the charge for the Ness City Eagles. A gain of another half a yard on the play. We'll call it 1, third down and 8.
And they alternate the two Brockelman boys, Jay and Joel, and then Aaron come back in now.
The Ness City defense gives up a yard on the first 2 plays from scrimmage, and it brings up third down and 8. Dean is just split to the left side, back to pass Koppel. Little middle screen, Wyatt Flynn with the catch and the first down, I believe.
It's going to be close, isn't it? Depends where they mark it. He might be short.
I think he has it. We'll see what the official mark is by Brad Taylor. And they are staring it down. They're going to have
to for measurement.
They're going to have to measure for this one, and it is close, but I think they have it by about the nose of the football.
Nose of the football is going to be a factor one way or the other.
So they're going to bring it across and measure.
Bobby Folsom puts a chain down on the mark.
They measure it.
They are short.
He's short by the nose of the football. That is about as close as you can come without making it. So a pickup of 1 on the play. Or excuse me, a pickup of 8 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and a very short 1.
Nose and a half, the ball yet to go.
Well, decision-making time, and I think that Sam Myers has already decided he's going to use that big offensive line and see if he can't push forward for a 1st down. And a flag on the play, and I think Ness City came over the line.
I think you're right. I think he got his helmet across the neutral zone.
It is offsides against Ness City, so a 1st down.
Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
So we'll bring up 1st down and 10. The ball moved out to the 26-yard line. 8:21 to go here in the 1st quarter. No score in the 8-man Division I state championship game. Straight I formation. It is going to be a counter play to Joey Brockelman, and he's busted up in the backfield. Gantz there again. Looked like also in there on the play was Rufinock. It will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that Joel Brockelman, number 1, that tailback, sophomore, 5'7", 145-pounder. He's kind of a dual threat, pass receiver as well as carrying the ball and a running back.
2nd down and 11. And that is going to be a ball. It's on the ground. Is it a fumble? No, it's going to be Rock Hill's football. I didn't know if that ball hit the ground or what. They were excited. It was a heck of a play by the interior of that Ness City defensive line.
You know who stuffed that? The runt. Yeah, Tucker Vonleh. The runt of his family. That's the only reason why we say that. But he was a man among boys right then.
Tell you what, if they can win this ball game, he'll be the only Vonleh. That's going to be a screen play to the left. Kozan makes the catch, goes to the outside, still trying to make his way out there, and is not going to have the 1st down. Fresher and McVicker on the tackle for the Eagles, and that's going to be short of the 1st down by about 3 yards, a pickup of 10. It'll be 4th down and 3.
It's going to make the brain trust of the Grizzlies think about it. Sam Myers, the head coach, Matt Hesting, and Kurt Christians with what do we do? Do we go 4th and keep it going? We did a while ago, and they needed a nose to go. Looks like he might be stepping back to try to punt this away, get a little field position.
They are going to punt it away, and I'll tell you what, watch out for Garrett Flax on the return. He is dangerous. Snap goes back. The kick is away, and it's going to bounce, and Flax is going to watch that roll into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, that was close.
Yeah, it was.
As Rock Hills was busted down there, Joel Brockelman nearly got there in time, but it's a touchback. It will be 1st down and 10 for Ness City at their own 15-yard line. 2nd time the Eagles have had possession today.
Here comes the defense out there. Number 99, Micah Daniels, and 72, and number 65, Cisco Fisher at the front line there for the defense of the Grizzlies.
There's Dalton Gantz up the middle.
They stopped him.
And he's met by Dalton Wilson after a pickup of 3 on the play up to the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Well, their bookends are 230 pounds, Micah Daniels and Wyatt Flynn. So the 2 ends, defensive ends, there's some horses right there. They're huge, they're big, they're strong.
2nd down and 7. Ness City's been known for the big play this year. It is Flores on the carry, and he is going to be, no, it is Flax. I thought Flores was in there for a moment. But Flax carries it across the 20 up to the 22-yard line. He picks up 4 yards. It's 3rd down and 3.
You mentioned in a pregame course that Garrett Flax, 5'9", 177-pound senior, had 126 carries for over 1,075 yards this year and 16 rushing touchdowns. He's also had a touchdown in the air.
3rd down and 3. And that's going to be a false start on Ness City. Flax goes to the edge. He has the 1st down, but they're going to mark him back 5 yards. Rock Hills did a good job staying onside, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty marked off against Ness City. So an encroachment and a false start. And that was a big one. Instead of 3rd and 3, it's now 3rd and 8.
Not what Coach Krim Bamberger wanted to have started here, I guarantee you. They've been a well-oiled, fine-tuned machine and makes very few mistakes.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8. The City has 11 yards on the ground, 7 through the air. There's a pitch. Flax going to the outside, tries to get the edge. He's not going to get it. He's pushed out of bounds around the 21-yard line, so he picks up 4 yards, but he needed 8. It's 4th down and 4.
That was a great job by the Grizzlies, just stretching out the play and let the end line kind of be their best friend.
The punting situation now for the Eagles as Flores will go back to his own 10-yard line to kick it away. Now they're going to fake it up the middle. And Gantz is going to have the first down. Dalton Gantz battled and got across the 25 up to the 26. He picks up 5 yards and a first down for the Eagles.
Caught him off guard right there. A little deception there by Chris Bamberger here early. Him and assistant coaches Matt Overleitz and Dave Kempe, the brain trust on the side of the Eagles.
First down and 10 from the 26. Play action pass. Looking as Ratliff throws it over the middle. Catch is made by Frank, and he's hit across the 30 up to the 31-yard line and pick up of 5 yards on the play. Good job by Ratliff. The deep throw wasn't there, so we checked it off underneath for 5.
Yeah, that was a great job by Matthew Frank. He's had 7 receptions for 69 yards this year and made a touchdown that way, and here it's good for a good 5 yards that time.
2nd down and 5. Ratliff coming to the outside, steps up, decides he's going to throw it now. It is nearly intercepted by Dean.
It was.
Boy, if Ratliff hangs that up there a little bit more, that's probably a touchdown because Trevor Hawkins was wide open, but he underthrew it, and Robbie Dean had to hit him right in the midst. He has 8 interceptions on the year. That probably should have been number 9.
He was getting close. He was getting close to getting over that line of scrimmage when he threw the ball when Colton Ratliff did, that is. So now it's 3rd down and a good 5.
3rd down and 5. It's going to be right up. Nope, it's going to be Ratliff. And Dean knocks him out of bounds inside the 40 down at the 34-yard line.
That was a great play-action play up the gut, and he kept it around for a little sweep play on the outside quarterback keeper. With that nice fake up the middle, had everybody fooled on that one, Jeremy.
A pickup of 15 yards and a Ness City first down. The ball spotted now at the 34.
We got twins to the left here.
It is going to be Gantz. Not much going for him. He's wrapped up.
They kind of had the twins to the left, and they kind of little play action back to the right-hand side over the right guard, which over Blake McVicker.
Weston Wagner on the tackle for Rock Hills. 2nd down and 8. There's a pitch back to Flax. He's hit. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dalton Wilson in on the tackle, also Micah Daniels. So 3rd down and 8 for Ness City.
Pretty tough, well-disciplined defense right now. Haven't been fooled very often, have they? I mean, it's just been pretty well disciplined. Stay at home, do your own positions.
3 minutes left to go first quarter. 3rd down. There's a handoff. Gantz running strong, close to the first down. Depends on where they spot the football. If it's a right foot or a left foot spot. And it is going to be, I believe, short of the first down, just barely. A pickup of 7 on the play for Dalton Gantz, another 4th down for Ness City.
Yeah, it's about the length, less than the length of the football to go here for. Here comes the play in there too by Trevor Hawkins, brings the play in at 6 foot, 163-pound junior. To see what Dalton Ratliff calls now.
Colton Ratliff up to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and a very short one. It is going to be Flores. He's going to have the first down. Pedro Flores, his first carry of the ball game. down to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 4, and the Ness City drive continues. The Eagles with the first down and 10, the ball at the Rock Hills 21-yard line. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
That was one of the 2 keys that Coach Bamberger said, hey, no turnovers and control the line of scrimmage. Well, they controlled the line of scrimmage there, and they moved Fisher and Flynn off the ball enough for Pedro to get that first down, Jeremy.
First down and 10. Ratliff is going to give it up the middle again.
Gantz.
And again, it's Dalton Gantz, and he carries Cisco Fisher and Dalton Wilson for a pickup of 5 on the play. It's second down and 5.
He just had them legs a turning, didn't he? He just kept them legs a pumping and driving, and that's how he got there, because he was really hit for about 1 yard or so, but he just kept determination to get the extra 3 or 4 yards.
He is a tough one. Second down and 5. Low snap. There's a pass out in the flat. Catch is made by Fresher, and he is close to a first down. They're going to mark it out about the 22-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on the play. It's third down and 1.
It wasn't the best pass in the world by Ratliff, but it was a heck of a great catch by Will Fresher, 6'3", 160-pound senior. He's had 8 receptions for 98 yards this year and 3 touchdowns up to now. It was a great job for him to sustain that.
Third down and 1 for Ness City. It is going to be Gantz. He didn't get it. No gain on the play for Dalton Gantz. It's fourth down.
And we've been there before. Fourth down and what, less than 1 to go?
I think he might have a solid yard now. Fourth down and 1 with the clock coming up on 1:15 to play in the first quarter. No score. Second drive of the ball game for Ness City. They're chewing up some serious clock on this one. Fourth down and 1. Ratliff's going to keep it. Goes in. He's close. He slinks in there, and I think he has it.
His forward progress should be over the line of scrimmage over there, so past the 10-yard line. Could come up with a first and goal.
They're going to mark it. First down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Eagles.
That was a great determined effort right there, wasn't it, by Ratliff?
Yeah, he just took that step back, kind of a zone read, just looking for the opening. He found it. Got enough for the first down. So on first down and goal from the 10, they like a pass play here from time to time. So we'll see if Ness maybe tries a crossing route of some kind. It is going to be Flax. He slipped as he cut, and he's going to be down, losing about a half a yard. It's going to bring up second and goal.
Looked like he had a good hold there. If he wouldn't have slipped on the old turf, he's going to make some good yards right over that number 58, Blake McVicker. And Blake is a very, very, very tough kid, Coach said. Normally a thrower in track, but to prove his toughness, he even runs a 400 meters, Jerry, in track.
Low snap. Gantz takes it on kind of a wildcat, gets to the outside, he loses a yard. Back to the 11-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and goal from the 11. A loss on the play of a yard for Dalton Gantz, and that is the end of the first quarter. We played 1 quarter from Fisher Field in Newton. We have ourselves quite a ball game, folks. Ness City and Rock Hills tied at 0.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
United Credit Union of Ness City has enjoyed watching the unity of the coaches and team develop over the past 3 years. Proud supporters of the Eagle football team.
Owners Terry and Irene Ortman and staff at Bob's Inn and Hunt Brothers Pizza of Mankato congratulate the Rock Hills Grizzlies on making it to state.
Brian, Carolyn, and the employees of Gable Lease Service Incorporated are proud of Coach Bamberger and the Eagle football team. Congratulations on a perfect season, and thanks for the memories.
S&S Trailer Sales and Trucking of Ness City. Congratulations to Coach Chris Bamberger and the entire Eagle football team on making it to state.
Ralph's Supermarket of Ness City, offering a full-line meat market and fresh produce department as well as large selection of video rentals. A proud supporter of Ness City High School. Join the Ness City community in congratulating the Ness City football team, coaches, and family on a job well done. It's been a great season. Farm Credit of Ness City, grow success for generations.
Howland Mobile Veterinary Services, Smith Center, Stylistic Shears, Mankato.
Community Bank of the Midwest, the Ness City branch.
Hidden Treasures Quilt Shop, Mankato. State Exchange Bank, Mankato.
J&D Pump and Supply, Ness City.
Kears Thriftway, Mankato. Kevin L. Phillips, attorney, and Weltmer Phillips Abstract and Title Company, Mankato.
D.E. Bondurant Grain Company and Ness City Farm and Feed.
Don's Auto Body and Towing, Burr Oak. Mankato Plumbing and Appliance, Mankato.
BTI, Ness City.
Central National Bank, Mankato. Esbon Grain and Fertilizer Incorporated, Esbon.
Boom! Hey, where you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz as we start the second quarter. No score, a 3rd down and goal from the 11-yard line for the Ness City Eagles. And they've really had their way this season on offense, moving up and down the field. But tell you what, this Rock Hills Grizzly team is really putting a good defensive stand together.
They've been up a good stone wall on them so far. They just, when they try to run sweep, they stretch the play out, and then the sideline becomes their friend and stops them that way. So far, the speed and the quickness haven't been able to get the skill people from Ness City out in the open.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal. Flax and Fresher split to the, or actually that's McVicker split to the near side as well. It is going to be Ratliff coming to the edge. He's going to be hit and dropped. He picks up yardage down to the 7, so a 4-yard gain. It's 4th down and goal from the 7.
And here comes Matthew Frank in with the play. He brings in and replaces Trevor Hawkins, brings in the 4th down play are called by Coach Chris Bamberger.
4th down and goal for Ness City from the 7-yard line. Just underway here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Ratliff looking, scrambling, in some trouble. He's going down. He will not make it into the end zone. He's cut down short at the 5-yard line. That's where Rock Hills will take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 5.
That's a great stand by the Grizzlies. Rock Hill Grizzly defense proving their mettle right then by stopping them and keeping them getting in the end zone. So they take over 1st and 10 on their own 5.
Cisco Fisher with the tackle for Rock Hills. 1st and 10 from the 5. Aaron Brockleman, right side, no gain at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that was number 60 on that tackle right then. Of course, for them is Joseph Rufinot. Great tackle by him to hold him to no gain.
Yeah, this Ness City defense hasn't given up a whole lot so far. 17 yards through the air, -1 on the ground. There's a pitch back to Joel Brockelman, comes to the edge, he's hit, he's dropped, he is not going to make it past the line of scrimmage.
Again, no
3rd
gain.
down and 10.
That's where that speed and that quickness gets there. I mean, they try to get to the outside and turn the corner, and they just can't do it because Gantz pursued and shut him off, stretched him out to the end zone, out to the sideline.
So 3rd down and 10 from the 10-yard line. 10:20 to go in the first half. No score. There's Koppel looking, throws it down the field, and incomplete. He was looking for either Dean or Brockelman. Both were covered. Good coverage by the Ness City defense, and it is going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for Rock Hills.
And I'll guarantee you they'll be trying to punt that ball away now from their own 5-yard line, counting for end zone if he goes back about, he could. We hope he don't step out of bounds on the end line.
Jordan Walter will punt the football away. He stands about 7 yards deep in his end zone. Gets the snap.
Block.
And the kick is blocked by Von Lay. It is covered in the end zone. Touchdown, Ness City. Will Fresher on the ball for the Eagles. Tucker Von Lay got the block, and the special teams comes through for Ness City. It's 6-0.
And what a rush up the middle they had there. There's 2 or 3 guys looked like they're about ready to block that. I was questioning that whether back there could almost step out of bounds to the inside and be a safety, or could get a block. He didn't have a whole lot of room to kick that ball, did he, Jeremy?
No, he didn't. And boy, Ness City came after it. Now they're going to go for 2. It is an option to the left. There's a pitch to Flax. He gets towards the goal line. He did not make it.
He fumbled it before he got in.
So he fumbled it before he got in, and so with 10:07 to go here in the first half, Ness City gets on the board first. The Eagles on top by a score of 6-0 on an impressive special teams play.
Defense wins championships, about all every coach will tell you, and there was a good job there by special teams, which is part of the defense in this case. And they go up on top 6-0. Great job. I wonder if we'll see a little trickery on their kickoff this time like they did when they started the game, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll see what they do, but Lyra, he can, like you said, he can either bomb it or he can just put a little bit of a dribble on it, or he can do about anything. It's like he has a golf club in his hand.
When they played against Solomon, those Gorillas, I'll tell you, it was amazing to see how he come within 2 or 3 yards, Jeremy, of actually making a field goal from a kickoff. And there was only one, and they had him 48-0 at half, Mercy ruled him. And there was only one time did they get a kickoff return. One. So watch old Lear. They'll come running up there and fake him to see where they're going to cover it. And sometimes they've been known to dribble it. Depends on how the front line here of the Rock Hills covers it. Let's see, here they go.
Rock Hills has to be ready for it. And Lyra will boot it away.
Keeping them honest.
So Ness City on the board on a punt block, recovered in the end zone, and there is the bomb by Lyra. It goes out of the back of the end zone.
You see, if he was straight on with the goal, he's a little bit wide to the right. But if he's straight on, he'd only missed a field goal of about 3 yards.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 15-yard line for Rock Hills.
That's pretty good defense when they don't have any run back in it.
Makes it awful tough to return one for a touchdown when it's an automatic touchback.
Absolutely.
Well, Rock Hills needs to see if they can get the offense rocking and rolling a little bit here. First down and 10. Kozan will get the carry, and he is going to be stacked up, pushed back, and we'll
pick him up and set him down.
We'll pick up 3 yards on the carry.
About 4 or 5 Eagles made that tackle. They had him snuffed out.
Gantz on the stop again for Ness City.
Imagine that. He's had 77 tackles and 2 interceptions this year. Pretty good senior leadership.
2nd and 7. There's a pitch back. It's taken by Brockelman. He looks for the edge. He's going to be run down from behind by Garrett Flax in on the tackle. Also Matthew Frank, and it will bring up 3rd down for Rock Hills from the 21-yard line. They need 4 more to get a first down.
3rd and 4.
Dakota Steffen was in there on that there. He comes out. He's a big old sophomore just trying to give him a break.
There's a pitch back. Aaron Brockelman gets a nice block, but not good enough. Gantz again on the tackle. No gain on the play.
But what?
And give Colton Ratliff credit for taking the block out.
That's just what I was going to mention. I tell you what, if Ratliff, he disturbed everything else they wanted to do and cut it back under. Then here comes Gantz and finished him off. Great job by both them guys, teamwork. Ratliff and Gantz.
Walter to punt the football away. Snap back, he gets this one away. It's a pretty good one, but it is going to go out of bounds. And we'll see where they mark it at. They're telling to keep coming up. And they will mark it at the 34-yard line. So Ness City, with 8:25 to go here in the first half, will have it first down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. $8:25 to go first half. See on your scoreboard, it's 6-0 Ness City. Ratliff to pass, a quick pass to Frusher. He is still on his feet, trying to break through tackles. He's going to be all the way down to the 31-yard line.
I love that kind of strategy. Just take what the defense gives you. If they want to rush you type thing, do your quick outs, quick thing. 5, 7, 9 yards, just here. And to get it out to the outside, only he's going to catch it or nobody. And it's a great job, great throw by Ratliff, great catch even by Will Frusher.
14 yards on the pickup and a first down and 10 now from the 42-yard line. This time it's Gantz, and Wyatt Flynn's going to hold on to him and bring him down at the 30. A 2-yard gain for Dalton Gantz. 9 carries, 28 yards here in the early going for Gantz.
They've been a lot of attention given to Wyatt Flynn for all year long, and rightfully so, because he's a man among boys out there. He pretty good old defensive end over there. It's kind of like a roadblock when you come his way.
89 tackles on the year coming into this ball game. Second down and 8. Back to pass Ratliff. Under some pressure, throws it up. The catch
Great
made.
catch. Yep.
Yes, he makes the catch. Out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Close
so
to
pick up of 6 yards. It will bring up 3rd down and 1.
Well, that was just a great throw. And when you talk about kind of tightrope on the sideline, huh?
Did the best he could, came down with it.
Absolutely, great job by Flax.
And it's going to be Ratliff. He is not, well, he gets brought down, and they're going to mark him back at the 25, almost the 26-yard line. So he's going to lose about 2.5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down, and we're going to call it 3.
Yeah, Wyatt Flynn kind of ended up when he spun around and got back in his territory, he just bulldogged him right on down to the ground. Dalton Ratliff hadn't had that happen to him very often this year, has he?
No. 4th down and 3. Ratliff is going to give it to Flax. Up the right side, he leans.
Made it. Second effort.
Depend on the spot. I think he has it.
Second effort sure did it.
He picked up 4 yards, and it's good enough for a first down for Garrett Flax.
That was just an incredible job of a determined runner. 5'9", 170-pound senior. Had 126 carries coming in this game, 1,075 yards and 16 touchdowns.
6 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the first half. There is the left side. Flax breaks free for a moment. Continues to fight. Aaron Brockelman brings him down. Also had a little help on the play from Robbie Dean. It will bring up 2nd down and 4.
He don't need much of a crease, does he? I mean, when old Flax, you just give him a little crease and he finds it and makes a bigger hole out of it.
Sam Myers hoping his defense can get another stop for him. 2nd down and 4. There is Flax, cuts it back. Keeps his slow center of gravity. Inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9, a pickup of 6. First down and goal for Ness City.
And here's where old Coach Bamberger's strategy and his keys to win is paying off. They don't want any turnovers and want to control the line of scrimmage. Well, you see how they've controlled the line of scrimmage the last 4 or 5 plays. They're winning the first down, aren't they?
Flax will come out for a moment. Pedro Flores will replace him. The ends are Hawkins and Frank. Rufinock, the center, snaps it back to Ratliff. Flores up the middle, and again Wyatt Flynn anchors that defensive line with a little help from Fisher and Kozand, and a gain of a couple on the play will bring up 2nd down and goal from the 7.
That was good sportsmanship by little 5'9", 152 sophomore Pedro Flores helps Wyatt Flynn up off the ground, a 6'3", 230-pound senior. He made the tackle, but I helped him up off the turf. Great job, Pedro.
It is going to be Gantz up the middle. Again, Flynn at the bottom of that play. A pickup of a yard on the play will bring up 3rd down and goal from the 6.
And they bring back in number 10, Matthew Frank, and of course bring back Flax back in the game.
So it's Gantz and Flax in the backfield. It is going to be Flax. He goes right side. He got hammered on the play. Clay Kozan came in to make the hit.
Hello.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 7.
Welcome to my turf, Clay Kozan said. That's 124 tackles on the year, 2 interceptions, and 3 fumble recoveries for that 5'11", 195-pound senior.
This is
intense.
This is the toughest chess match that Chris Bamberger's had to play with his offense this year.
Absolutely. Now we got a timeout here by the head referee on Ness City Eagles. Want to talk about it?
Timeout on the field. 4:13 to go first half. 6-0 Ness City on top. We'll be back after this.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Brian, Carolyn, and the employees of Gable Lease Service Incorporated are proud of Coach Bamberger and the Eagle football team. Congratulations on a perfect season, and thanks for the memories. Join the Ness City community in congratulating the Ness City football team, coaches, and family on a job well done. It's been a great season. Farm Credit of Ness City. Grow success for generations.
Howland Mobile Veterinary Services, Smith Center, Stylistic Shears, Mankato.
Community Bank of the Midwest, the Ness City branch.
Hidden Treasures Quilt Shop, Mankato. State Exchange Bank, Mankato.
J&D Pump and Supply, Ness City.
Kears Thriftway, Mankato. Kevin L. Phillips, attorney, and Weltmer Phillips Abstract and Title Company, Mankato.
D.E. Bondurant Grain Company and Ness City Farm and Feed.
Don's Auto Body and Towing, Burr Oak. Mankato Plumbing and Appliance, Mankato.
BTI, Ness City.
Central National Bank, Mankato. Esbon Grain and Fertilizer Incorporated, Esbon.
Welcome back to Ness City. Head coach Chris Bamberger talking with his team about an upcoming 4th down and goal play from the 7-yard line, with his team leading 6-0. And this Rock Hills defense has really put a pinch on this Ness City offense today so far.
Yeah, they've been a lot of film study and a lot of great job by the coaching staff. Kurt Christians, Matt Hastings, and of course Sam Myers, head coach. They all got a lot of credit due to where these kids have bought into the system and have done stay at home, fundamental, sound defense. So here you go.
4th down and goal from the 7. Ratliff is going to throw. Looks on the backside, has a man. Caught! Touchdown!
Incredible catch.
Dalton Gantz on his back brings it in with 4:08 to go in the first half. It is 12-0 Ness City.
That was an incredible catch. Great throw, tight spiral, but even a greater catch by Gantz as he's turning back and almost falling down in the air. Wow, what a touchdown by the Ness City Eagles.
So a 7-yard pass goes for the touchdown, and Ness City will go for the 2-point conversion. Flax goes right side, nowhere to go. He's shut down, but the Ness City Eagles are on the board again with 4:08 to go in the first half. The 7-yard hookup from Colton Ratliff, his 13th touchdown pass on the season. On the receiving end right here, Dalton Gantz, his 2nd touchdown catch of the season, and that was the biggest one of them all with 4:08 to go here in the first half. And now Rock Hills with the chance to get the ball back. They have only 1 first down so far in the ball game, Larry.
And that's his 2nd reception for a touchdown all year long. I mean, by Gantz, that was his. By receiving, he's had 13 receptions for 241 yards. And 1 touchdown prior to him, but that was nothing more important than that one right there, was there, all year long?
No, that was huge. That was huge because they really needed a score there just to show that they could move the ball, because they had a hard time, but that time the Ness City Eagles got her done, and so they will kick off with the 12-point lead.
And you watch Isaac, I bet you Isaac puts a foot in the ball with adrenaline going the way it is right now, and this is going to be in the end zone, is my prediction.
Here comes the kick from Lyra. And it is deep. and it will be a touchback, so it will be first down and 10 for Rock Hills at the 15-yard line. And the Grizzlies will have a chance to see if they can get something going offensively.
Yeah, good old touchback. First down with Grizzlies on their own 15-yard line.
First down and 10 from the 15. Joel Bronkelman will be a flanker off the left side. He's going to get it on a reverse, coming the other way. He is going to be brought down. The ball is loose.
I think the turf
They're going to call it
though.
down. They're going to call it down. A good call. And Bronkelman's going to pick up a couple of yards up to the 17.
Yeah, his knees down first, and his hand followed through with it, and then when it hit the turf, it came loose. So good call by old Bobby Fossum over there that called it dead.
And we have a whistle. Official timeout. Look at Wyatt Flynn going over to help out Blake McVicker on the with the jersey up underneath the shoulder pad.
I'm sorry, did I knock the chin strap off?
And it's going to be a play action. Koppel looking backside. The pass was tipped. Tucker Von Lay, he has had some big plays in this ball game. He blocked the punt that Ness City recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. And I'll tell you what, if that pass gets beyond him, Clay Kozand has some running room.
You know, that's not bad for that little Tucker Von Lay, the runt in his family, is it?
He might get rid of that
runt, that nickname today.
Yeah, that nickname might go bye-bye today if he keeps playing like this. Third down. It's an option.
Hello.
Guess what? Von Lay right there to make the tackle. He was not fooled at all. A loss of 3 on the play will bring up 4th down and 11.
Mr. Koppel, my name is Tucker Von Lay, number 22. I make 50 tackles for the year and 2 fumble recoveries, and welcome to my world.
You just saw him there, and McVicker came in to help finish it out, but boy, Von Lay just scraped across the line of scrimmage and was ready.
Look at here, they're going to bring in the whole house at him.
Walter gets the punt away, and it's not a very good one. It bounces, but gets a fantastic roll for Rock Hills down inside the 20. Now it's inside the 20. We'll be down at the 19-yard line. 37 yards, no return. That's one way to do it.
I think it would make you a little flinchy when you had one of them, blocked for a touchdown earlier, huh? They'd want you to get that snap and get that ball away quickly.
I would think it might cause a few problems. Well, Ness City has 2 minutes and 44 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining to try and move the ball down the field.
Showing a different look.
Direct snap to Gantz. Makes one man miss. Dalton Gantz is on the run. He's at the 30, the 20. He's going to go all the way. Yeah. Touchdown, Ness City. No flags on the play.
61 yards.
That one was a 61-yard touchdown run, and Ness City leads by a score of 18-0.
Well, they gave old Colton Ratliff a little break, had him out there, and went in the Wildcat formation with Gantz. Now he's earned a rest on the sideline. So they bring Gantz out. Now we're going to go for the 2-point extra point.
Well, Ness City is starting to strike quick. 2-point conversion. They're going to throw it. Pass out in the flat. Hawkins is right there. He has it. The 2-point conversion is good. Chris Bamberger excited off the sideline for his Ness City Eagles. Great blocking. And Dalton Gantz did the rest. Once he got to the edge, Robbie Dean couldn't bring him down. And he showed himself a little speed right there, Dave. Or right there, Larry.
That's all right. Dave, Fred, Hammerhead, Pete.
You've been called a lot worse, haven't you?
Well, absolutely. You should have heard my high school coach give me some fits when I called the wrong play. Wasn't in the playbook one time. Good thing I wouldn't be here talking today if my teammates didn't make that first down when we needed one.
Yeah, that
Coach Friend, you don't want to. Yeah. Nobody could outrun him.
No. Boy, Dalton Gantz still trying to catch his breath on the sideline.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, that would be 61 yards, and he's been a horse on the offensive end. He's been a horse on the defensive end. He's going to get himself a little bit of a break. Coach Chris Bamberger says, you ready to go back in or not?
And here's old Tucker. Vonleh, he's out here drying off. He's been sweating. He's been working hard. He's been making a lot of tackles. There goes Lear. Oh, he might have missed that one a little bit.
Brockerman will take it at the 2. Coming up the middle of the field, Flores is going to bring him down up across the 15, down at the 16-yard line. So 2:28 to go here in the first half. It will be Rock Hills football. The Grizzlies trailing 20-0.
And the tackle, Pedro Flores, a sophomore, you know, an 150-pounder, was helped in that time by number 18. Kyle Harris, a tight end, is also a 155-pound sophomore. So they did a great job coming in there on that kickoff coverage.
1st and 10 from the 16. It is going to be Kosand up the middle, and he's going to be hit after a pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Flip a coin to find out which of the Eagles made the tackle on that one. There was a host of about 4 or 5 of them.
Boy, the running game for Rock Hills in this first half has been nearly non-existent. 7 total yards, 24 total yards of offense.
Next to Neal, isn't it? I mean, that's the line of scrimmage. That's what they want to do.
That makes life a little bit tough. 2nd and 7, a little counteraction. Brockelman finally with a little bit of
daylight
running room. He gets up to the 24-yard line, picks up 5 yards on the play. It will bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd down and 2.
The Ness City Eagles, they have very active defense and they explode very well to the ball. I always say they stick to the offense better than a postage stamp to an envelope.
3rd down and 2. Counter again.
Boom.
Goes in. He's going to have the 1st down. He's brought down. Picks up 4 on the play.
Pretty good determination by old number 30 there, Clay Kozan. 5'11", 195-pound senior. He made 82 carries for over 1,500 yards this year and 33 touchdowns. That's a bunch.
1st down and 10 from the 28, excuse me. There is Joel Brockelman again, trying to make people miss. Leans forward, picks up 4. 2nd down and 6.
Great job here. Now they've put a little string together. I got my 1st down here and getting some good action on 1st down. 1st and 4, or 1st and 4 and 5 yards. That's good.
2nd down and 6 with 50 seconds to go in the half. Koppel to throw. Looks backside, has Brockelman open. It's off his hands, incomplete.
I blame that on the sun. He was looking right back in the sun on that. I bet he missed it, huh?
A tough catch to make. Chris Bamberger talking with Matthew Frank about it because Brockelman was open, and now it's 3rd down and 6 with 42.8 seconds left to go in the half.
And I think when Aaron Brockelman turned around to find that ball, his hands was on it. I just think he lost it in the sunlight.
Brockelman, Joel is going to throw it. Now he steps up. He's going to run it. He is close to the 1st down. It's going to depend on the spot. It looks like he stepped out of bounds all the way back at the 33, 34-yard line. So with the clock stopped, Ness City will get the football back. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4, pick up 2.
Timeout, Grizzlies, I think.
Timeout called, and it is timeout, Rock Hills. We'll take it with you. 36.5 to go in the first half. Ness City 20, Rock Hills nothing.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Ralph's Supermarket of Ness City, offering a full-line meat market and fresh produce department as well as large selection of video rentals. A proud supporter of Ness City High School.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
United Credit Union of Ness City has enjoyed watching the unity of the coaches and team develop over the past 3 years. Proud supporters of the Eagle football team.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Owners Terry and Irene Ortman and staff at Bob's Inn and Hunt Brothers Pizza of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills Grizzlies on making it to state. S&S Trailer Sales and Trucking of Ness City. Congratulations to Coach Chris Bamberger and the entire Eagle football team on making it to state.
Welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jantz. A 4th down and a long 4 for the Rock Hills Grizzlies. Whether they go for it or not is the question. If they go for it and don't make it, they give Ness City a short field, and they are showing punt. They are showing punt as Jordan Walter goes back to punt the football away from his own 22-yard line. Ness City with nobody back. Walter will kick it away, and it will hit, bounce, and come backward, and it will be down at the 18-yard line. So Ness City, with all 2 timeouts remaining, will have it 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line. And knowing Coach Bamberger, I don't think they're just going to sit on this football.
No, I'll try to bust what I think and try to break what might be a little play-action pass. Sometimes he runs his backs to the left side, and the quarterback ends up being rolled out on a keeper.
So 1st down and 10 from the 18. They're going to throw it. Looking down the middle of the field, Ratliff heaves it up there. Gantz gets behiend the defense, and he got hammered. That's going to be a pass interference called against Aaron Brockelman. If Ratliff is able to lay that out there a little bit better, that's probably going to be another touchdown, and Dalton Gantz gets his shoulder pads and jersey adjusted.
And he tried to come back for the ball because he saw it was going to be a little short, wasn't going to get to him. And that's when Aaron didn't have his head turned around and wasn't playing good pad defense. He got kind of caught or trapped in that deal there, and of course the flag comes up.
So they will mark that off on the pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense. Result of that penalty is 15 yards from previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Second penalty against Rock Hills for 20 yards and 15-yard penalty, and Ness City gets moved up to the 33-yard line with 20 seconds left to go here in the 1st half. I expect something similar. Play action. There's a screen over the middle. It's caught by Gantz. Makes one man miss. Dalton Gantz down the sideline again. Robbie Dean pounds him out of bounds inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line. No flags on the play.
Great play call there to kind of like a middle screen setup for old Gantz. And boy, once he catches that ball, he's a threat, and he could score at any time, him or Flax, whichever gets the ball.
11.1 seconds left to go here in the 1st half.
Plenty of time to score.
Ness City from the 17-yard line. They're going to throw it again. Rolling. Ratliff throws it over the middle. It's caught by Frank.
Get out of bounds.
To the sideline. There's going to be a block in the back called on Ness City on this one. I believe Will Fresher is probably the guilty party. He tried to spring Frank to the sidelines, and they are going to throw the flag. Legal block in the back, so we'll go backwards against the Eagles.
Well, Will didn't mean to.
Penalty is illegal block in the back. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat. 1st down.
So it is 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so we'll go back to the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 22, but with 4.7 seconds left to go, this is going to have to be a throw to the end zone.
And you'd think you'd put that 6'3" number 88 back in there, but I don't see him.
Matthew Frank split to the left. Back to pass, Ratliff. Has time to throw, looks for Hawkins in the end zone. It is off his fingertips, incomplete. He had him in the back of the end zone, but led it just a little bit too far, and the Ness City Eagles were that close to putting another score on the board. We are at halftime. Boy, it was a battle early. Ness City starting to pull away. The Ness City Eagles lead it by a score of 20-0, Larry, and wow, they are as good as advertised.
Absolutely. And but sometimes by the other opponents, they've got to give the Grizzlies credit. They've held in it pretty tough with them, and they're stretching them out, making them play everything in their playbook they're throwing at them, because they've done a good job at controlling the line of scrimmage for a great deal. Because most of the time, 9 times out of the 12 games they played, it's over with. The game was over at halftime. So here it's only about 20-0 at half by Ness City Eagles, and the Grizzlies, they gotta toughen up and find something, pull a rabbit out of their hat, you might say.
Grizzlies trail 20-0 at halftime. Ness City looking for their first state football title in school history. We'll be back with your second half after this.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
United Credit Union of Ness City has enjoyed watching the unity of the coaches and team develop over the past 3 years. Proud supporters of the Eagle football team. Brian, Carolyn, and the employees of Gable Lease Service Incorporated are proud of Coach Bamberger and the Eagle football team. Congratulations on a perfect season, and thanks for the memories. Ralph's Supermarket of Ness City, offering a full-line meat market and fresh produce department as well as large selection of video rentals. A proud supporter of Ness City High School.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Owners Terry and Irene Ortman and staff at Bob's Inn and Hunt Brothers Pizza of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills Grizzlies on making it to state. S&S Trailer Sales and Trucking of Ness City. Congratulations to Coach Chris Bamberger and the entire Eagle football team on making it to state.
Join the Ness City community in congratulating the Ness City football team, coaches, and family on a job well done. It's been a great season. Farm Credit of Ness City. Grow success for generations.
Howland Mobile Veterinary Services, Smith Center. Stylistic Shears, Mankato.
Community Bank of the Midwest, the Ness City branch.
Hidden Treasures Quilt Shop, Mankato. State Exchange Bank, Mankato.
J&D Pump and Supply, Ness City.
Kears Thriftway, Mankato. Kevin L. Phillips, attorney, and Weltmer Phillips Abstract and Title Company, Mankato.
D.E. Bondurant Grain Company and Ness City Farm and Feed.
Don's Auto Body and Towing, Burr Oak. Mankato Plumbing and Appliance, Mankato.
BTI, Ness City.
Central National Bank, Mankato. Esbon Grain and Fertilizer Incorporated, Esbon.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Hello, I'm Gary Musselman, Executive Director of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. We hope you are enjoying this broadcast of Kansas High School Championship football. For many Kansas youth, participation in sports and activities plays a major role in their educational experience. Many of the young people you see performing on the field of competition excel in the classroom as well. The mission of our state's high school association is to help prepare Kansas students for life, work, and post-secondary education through a well-balanced experience. Whether they are on the team, in the band, leading cheers for their school, or supporting their fellow students in the stands, it is our hope these experiences will create memories they will remember for the rest of their lives. Today's game is a reminder that hard work and dedication pays off on the field and in the classroom. Thank you for watching and supporting the young people of Kansas. Enjoy the rest of the game.
And welcome back to Fisher Field and Newton. We're at halftime. It is a 20-0 lead for the Ness City Eagles, and it took them a while to get things on the board. It was in the second quarter, and we'll go through your scoring here in just a moment, but looking at your halftime stats brought to you by the Esbon Grocery in Esbon, and it has been all Ness City, as you can see by the stat sheet. First for Rock Hills, 17 passing yards for the Grizzlies, 22 yards on the ground, 39 yards of total offense unofficially, and 2 first downs. They have not turned the ball over, and they have not scored as well. Ness City, 72 yards through the air, including a touchdown pass, 141 yards on the ground for 213 yards of total offense, 9 first downs for the Eagles, no turnovers, and 20 points on the board with their 20-0 lead. And today's halftime stats brought to you by the Esbin Grocery in Esbin. Scoring came first at the 10:07 mark of the second quarter. Ness City blocked a punt by Will Frusher. Frusher recovered the punt in the end zone. It was blocked by Tucker Von Lay. The extra point run failed. It was 6-0. Then at the 4:08 mark of the second quarter, a 7-yard touchdown pass from Colton Ratliff to Dalton Gantz on 4th down and goal from the 7 was good. The 2-point conversion failed. It was 12-0 at that point. It was less than 2 minutes later at the 2:34 mark of the second quarter, on the first play from scrimmage of this drive, a 61-yard touchdown run from Dalton Gantz at the 2:34 mark. The 2-point conversion pass to Trevor Hawkins was good, and that is where we sit right now at the lead of 20-0 for the Ness City Eagles. Now joined in by color analyst Larry Jansen. Larry, Ness City really used that second quarter, a strong second quarter, 20-point lead, and they get the ball to start the second half.
And I thought that kind of jump-started him a little bit was Tucker Vonley when he actually blocked that kick, blocked the punt, in end zone, and nailed it. That helped big time. But then for the first time I've seen, I never saw him run the what you call the wildcat, deal. The Ratliff, their normal quarterback, was on the sideline, and he stick old Gantz back and kind of reversed a V formation or wildcat for the 8-man. And all of a sudden, that's that 61-yard again, scamper for a touchdown. They hadn't showed anybody that I know of, that particular formation for the year. And so that's just opened it all up, and they started controlling the line of scrimmage. But to me, the secret to them so far has been able to be successful, not going for the ball on a pass, but taking the short 5-7-yard routes, down and out, or drag somebody across the center of the field. Just get somebody in open traffic and then try to let the skilled players make some yards on their own. Get some good run after the catch.
Rock Hills, 39 yards of offense, 2 first downs in the first half, and that's just not going to get it done for the Grizzlies. This second half, they have got to start getting some chunks of yardage if they expect to make this a ball game at all.
And so he might have to be forced to pass the ball more than what he really would accustomed to, but that was one of his goals, that he wanted to try to have a balanced attack, establish a power running game first. Well, that ain't got done. Then mix in play action passes. And I got a feeling that's where he's going to have to go to, is mix in play action passes of one side or the other. And either try to get those speedsters, Joel, out there, Joel or Aaron, or even so maybe some short pass over the middle to Wyatt Flynn. He hadn't caught any passes yet.
He got that first one on that first down, but that's it. As far as Flynn, their offensive success has been really minimized by the Ness City defense, which the flash of this Ness City team is their offense. It puts up a lot of points. A lot of times the secondary thought is the defense, but today we're seeing just how good this defense is. And when I say how good, they've 2 first downs and 39 yards in the first half to a really good offensive football team. And they have, in their last 5 ball games, they've given up 14 points.
Yeah, and that was to Mineola. And they were big, strong, and very athletic. So it's fantastic. Well, their number one defensive keys to win was to create turnovers, at least 2. Coach Bramberg went. Also control the line of scrimmage. They've done that. They minimize the big plays, 2 or less for the whole game. Well, they've done that so far.
Well, here we go to start the second half as Devin Freeman will put the ball in the air for Rock Hills. Dalton Gantz and Garrett Flax back deep. They will have a sun that will be in their face like it hasn't been all year. Freeman had some pretty good kicks in the pregame, and he'll put that one in the air. It's high, it's deep. It will be taken by Gantz at the 1-yard line. He has a little bit of a gap to the near side. Look out. Gantz with some running room, a stiff arm. He's going to be all the way up to the 35-yard line.
That's an incredible run back. He got the ball on 1 yard line, gets back to the 34, so that's 33-yard return. Wow.
So a heck of a return by Dalton Gantz, and they're actually going to mark that up at the 35. So
apologies.
A 34-yard return.
I cheated him 1 yard on that kickoff return.
They might come up here and beat you if you cheat him out of another yard.
I just let him go ahead and do it too.
Yeah, there'll be no hope in running away from him.
No, goodness gracious, no, couldn't catch him if I even had Coach Friend on my side.
Well, Gantz is going to get the carry again, and Robbie Dean brings him down with a little bit of help from Cisco Fisher, but not before Gantz rips off 8 more. He has 98 yards on 12 carries today.
And that's what you call winning the first down. And when you get a 2nd and 2 down, that leaves you lots of plays can be done out of the old playbook right now. You can run a play action pass. You could almost try to catch him asleep and try to catch a deep pass because you still then you don't have 3rd and 2. So look for about anything out of Chris Bamberger on his play calling.
Ness City is starting to break off big chunks of yardage. Garrett Flax to the outside. He leans in. He picks up 5 yards down to the 32-yard line and a first down for Ness City.
Needed 2, got 5. Move the sticks, Zebras. Eagles are on the move.
Ness City is ripped off 2 carries for 13 yards to start this second half. Their 10th first down of the ball game. It is going to be an option to the right side. Ratliff will keep it. Wyatt Flynn, Fisher is there. Kozan there, a loss of 1 on the play.
They had his numbers on that one, didn't they? Yes, sirree. Cisco Fisher and Wyatt Flynn. Host of Grizzly in on that tackle.
2nd down and 11. 20-0 Ness City, 10:37 and counting here in the third quarter, excuse me. There's a give. Gantz up the middle. Boy, he just
quick hitter.
He just finds his way through traffic. Dean on the tackle, Freeman in there. But Dalton Gantz picks up 6 yards. It will bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, picked up the 2 yards he had that lost on the previous play plus that. So I'll tell you, that was a quick hitter right there. Before the defense could make a move and try to control the line of scrimmage, Gantz is already through there.
So 3rd down and 5 Ness City. They lead by 20. It is going to be Flax. He is going to be very close to the first down. I think he has it. He has 6 yards on the carry, first down Ness City.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies, of course, in that patented 3-2 defense to cover 3, which most 8-man teams use, but a little monster back action, but 3-2 cover, and Gantz just, Flax just held on both tips of the ball, had it protected very well, and got the first down.
The Eagles just doing what they want to do right now offensively. They're going to throw it. Back to pass. Ratliff going to run it to the near side. Cuts it back across the grain. Fisher brings him down as he crosses the 15 down to the 13. 8 yards on the play for Colton Ratliff.
Yeah, and Dalton Wilson kind of tripped him up finally and made him turn him to the inside at least. So it brings up 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 from the 13-yard line. They go with that kind of wildcat formation again. Rufinock is going to snap it back to Gantz. He goes left side, dives in. He's going to have 3 yards and a first down for Ness City.
Should be a move the sticks time.
That's all you want right there is to move the sticks. So
Ball
first down and goal now for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Trevor Hawkins brings the play in. He is a favorite target of Colton Ratliff. He had thrown 7 of his 12 touchdown passes to Hawkins coming into this ball game. Now Flores is going to take the snap in the Wildcat. He's going to go to the right side, gets a block, gets to the edge. Flores leans. Did he get in?
They say
he's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. He picked up 6 yards on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
You see that Pedro has been very active, doing about all kinds of position for him. 5'9", 105-pound sophomore. He's a great play. He runs in position, do anything. Great utility player.
Here we go, 2nd down and goal from the 4. There's a pass, a dump over the middle. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Robbie Dean in the end zone. Ratliff was looking for the dump pass to Hawkins, and it's intercepted. And just like that, Rock Hills makes a huge play with 8:33 to go here in the third quarter.
And the Grizzlies certainly needed that, but that was a unmerited throw there by Ratliff. He had double coverage on him, and now if he would have broke it to the outside, down and out, instead of down across the middle, he'd been wide open for a touchdown. But anyway, first down by 10 for the Grizzlies on their own 15.
Chance Coppa will send Aaron Brockelman in motion. It's going to be Kozan to the outside, and he goes nowhere. Dalton Gantz having the game of his life right now. He's doing everything. A loss of a couple on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 13.
He shot the gap from his linebacker position, and nobody home to take him out, so that's the reason why he picked up and got Clay Kozan for a loss of 2 yards.
Second and 12.
Second down and 12. It's an option left side. Look out. Brockelman is ankle tackled. Ratliff in the backfield. Von Lay with the pressure on
the quarterback.
Koppel, and it's going to bring up a loss of another yard on the play. It'll bring up third down and 13.
Yeah, Tucker Vonley made him pitch the ball quicker than what he really wanted to, and so that kind of disrupted the timing and the rhythm by the Grizzlies, and maybe they're not used to that, and then Colton Radcliffe finished him off.
Third down and 13. It's going to be reversed to Dean. He's going to the outside. He is going to be wrapped up. He gains no gain on the play. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. McVicker with the initial contact for the Eagles. It's fourth down and another punting situation.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere, but for the year, Robbie Dean has had 5 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. And so they've run that play successfully against Minnetonka, no end-around play.
And the punt coming from Jordan Walter. Here comes Ness City after it again. And it's going to be a running into the kicker is going to be called against Frusher. That will be a 5-yard penalty.
But
it's down at the 39, so it will not be a first down.
I think he's holding up 5 fingers like I mean it's only going to be a 5-yarder, not a roughing the kicker, just a running into the kicker.
Some of the fans over here on the near side not quite as excited about that call.
Well, it happened. We'll get over it.
Running into the kicker, 5-yard penalty, repeat, fourth down.
So that's going to be, what, 4th and 9?
The fourth penalty against Ness City for 25 yards. It'll bring up fourth down and 8.
Robot's using different math than we do.
I told him we were going to be nice to him.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Don't tell him stuff like that.
So here comes the kick again from Walter. Gets this one snapped back okay. It's a deep one. It's going to bounce. Flax is going to get it at his own 26. I'll tell you what, the Ness City fans get excited when he gets it, and that's going to be a flag on the near side. That's going to be a block in the back that's going to be whistled, I believe, against Flores. Man, you can just hear the excitement when he gets the football in space.
Pedro or a Flax?
Did have a
Flax.
Just kidding.
Pedro's pretty decent, too.
Illegal block in the back during the return. Be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, blue.
5 penalties, 35 yards.
In one game this year, Jeremy, Pedro Flores, number 3, the 155-pound, 5'9" sophomore, he played tailback, center, fullback, nose guard, and linebacker just in one game this year. He's a utility player.
So he can do about anything.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Eagles as they have a 20-0 lead. It is going to be Gantz, pounds it up the middle. Dalton Miller in on the tackle, also assisted by Cisco Fisher.
Tough 3 yards, wasn't it?
Second down and 7.
Tough 3 yards. Yep. Very competitive kid, that Dalton Gantz. All sports, plays football. And the school photo, guess what? He took it funny teeth and the goofy glasses on. Hilarious, coach said. He even got an older brother playing college ball. Number 2.
There's another give to Gantz as he's across the 35 to the 36. He picks up 4 that time. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Can you imagine that, taking school photos and you have goofy teeth in and some glasses on there, funny teeth and stuff? Huh?
I could see my 9-year-old wanting to do that.
Oh, really?
And I could see him wanting to do it as a senior in high school,
well,
too. So, yeah, I could see it.
It's a good thing you don't introduce him to Dalton Gansing because it might happen.
3rd down and a long 3. It is going to be Flax. He is stuffed up. Kozan in on the tackle. Also Flynn and Fisher. We've called Fisher's name a lot. A pickup of a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Yeah, we got a tough decision now. Now we come in Flores and number 010 comes in there, Matthew Frank, and out goes Colton. So look for that, kind of that Wildcat formation, huh?
I think they're going to punt it away. Flores is the team
that's
punter.
True. Okay.
But they did fake it earlier in the ball game. It looks like I think this is going to be legit.
I think you're right.
Flores gets that one away.
Nice
it's a pretty darn good punt. Brockelman will take it at his 4. Going to the far side, still on his feet, brought down up near the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rock Hills with 4:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And again, their offense, which has struggled all game long, is going to have to find a way to get a big play.
And of course, Rock Hills and previous playoff experience, the first round in 209, they got defeated by eventual champion Quinter back in 209, if you remember that. And then 211 last year, they got beat by Madison. So
1st and 10, Koppel to throw, rolling to his left, throws it up the field, has a man out there, it's caught
good
by
catch.
Joey Brockelman at the 33-yard line. 1st down on a 19-yard pickup.
Does a great job. I mean, looking back into the sun in your eyes and having a concentration to watch the ball all the way into your hands and threw it just over the outstretched arms by the defense. Cornerback couldn't get it, and it's a very timely and needed 1st down for the Grizzlies from Rock Hills.
1st down and 10, their 3rd 1st down of the ball game. There's a counter to the right side. Aaron Brockelman is going to be brought down as he gets across the 35 to the 36. Picks up 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7. 4 carries, 4 yards for Brockelman in the ball game.
Wow. Yeah, Tucker Von Lay was kind of in on the tackle then. So now they come up here and they kind of show a tight 3-2 defense.
Back to pass, Koppel throws it over the middle. Flynn with the catch. Inside the 40, brought down at the 35-yard line. He picks up 9 yards and a 1st down.
He's an animal. That's Wyatt Flynn. He's a big boy. 6'3", 230 pounds.
Rock Hills finally starting to move the football.
A couple 1st downs in a row.
There's Kozan. He's going to pick up a couple. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Tough running to get 2 yards, wasn't it?
It's been tough sledding inside all day game long.
Absolutely.
Second down and 8. Koppel, the throw. There's a screen pass. It's caught by Joel Brockelman, still on his feet. Gets some help inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards and a 1st down.
The 3rd 1st down in a row, so now they got the chain gang moving. Offense is moving, chain gang's moving. Crowd's getting excited.
3 1st downs on this drive for the Grizzlies. The clock winds under 3 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. They are in the red zone. There's a give up the middle.
Quick hitter.
And Kozand is going to pick up a couple down to the 17-yard line.
Ball carrier is playing Kozand. Joe Gantz on the tackle. 2nd and 8.
So 2nd down and 8 from the 17-yard line. Kozand's a lone setback, back to pass. Koppel throws it to the end zone looking for Brockelman. It's intercepted by Colton Ratliff. Oh, what a play by Ratliff. Brockelman's trying to plead his case for defensive pass interference, but Ratliff makes the play, and Ness City gets the football back.
Both of them had the sun in their eyes, so it's an incredible job by both of them. I mean, little Joey Brockelman plus Colton Ratliff. That's just incredible. There he is.
Look at this catch right here. Wow, that is not easy to do. So now Ness City a chance to make a big play following the turnover. There's a snap back to Gantz. Dalton looking for a gap, and a flag comes in the neighborhood of holding. Back at the line of scrimmage as Chris Rohrbaugh will talk to Brad Taylor about it at the 15.
I think they're discussing what kind of pizza they're going to order. Thin and crispy.
I have a feeling that Wyatt Flynn and Brad Taylor might be able to put down some pizza.
A couple slices.
I know I could. Well, I did earlier today.
A couple slices, you think?
Offense.
There's a
Result
hold.
of that is a 10-yard penalty, but it'll be half the distance to goal.
Half the
Repeat
distance to
first
the
down.
goal, so it will be Ness City football. That's their sixth penalty, 42 yards.
Hope he don't use new math to figure out that half the distance, though, Jeremy.
I think he's fine.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He'll use old math to get it right.
So 1st and 17 now for Ness City. And another flag on the play.
What are they doing with all this dirty laundry on the floor for a reason now? Huh?
Ball foul. Ball start. Offense.
Another half
5-yard penalty, half the distance. Repeat first down.
Don't they know these zebras are supposed to be seen but not heard? Huh?
Well, when you commit a penalty, then
I know.
I guess you're supposed to call it.
They're doing a good job.
So 1st and 22.
It's
going to be Gantz again. He is going to be roped down by Micah Daniels.
Good job by him, Micah.
It's a pickup up to the 7, a pickup of 3 on the play.
Well, number 99's had 85 tackles for the year, 4 fumble recoveries, a 6'5", 230-pounder. He's got a heck of a bookend that goes on the other side of that Wyatt Flynn.
Ball up to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 18, back to pass. Ratliff floats it up, it's tipped and caught. Wow.
Is that concentration?
Dalton Gantz again bringing down a fantastic reception, a pickup of 10. It's still 3rd down for the Eagles with 1:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Watch this catch right here.
Yeah.
Gantz goes up, concentration, gets popped, still brings it down.
Right place, right time. I'll guarantee you didn't have no goofy glasses on then or no funny teeth for any photos for senior pictures, did he? Huh? No.
Probably not.
No, great job by Dalton Gantz. He's an exciting, competitive.
3rd down and 6. It's a draw play. It's taken by Gantz. He's not going to have the 1st down.
He got spun around in there.
He picked up 4, needed 6. It's 4th down.
Well, Kozan and Flynn spun him around, and he gets knocked to the turf and then gives them a hand and brings it back up. What a sportsmanship by Mr. Dalton Gantz.
Punting situation now.
Yeah, they go off balance.
For Ness City. And Flores will punt it away, gets another good one.
That's a good punt. Drives him back.
Brockelman just watches it bounce. It's going to roll inside the 10 and will be downed
almost
about the 7.5-yard line. Down by Joey Rufinock at the 7.5-yard line with 11 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
First down there for the Grizzlies.
So 1st down and 10, they'll call it at the 8-yard line. Rock Hills had a successful drive going their last time through an interception. Koppel to throw. Looking. Has to run out of the pocket, throws up the field, nearly intercepted.
And then
by McVicker. McVicker had dropped into coverage. I thought that was Frusher for a moment, but McVicker nearly picked off that football. That would have been his third interception on the season.
Yeah, nearly intercepted, then nearly caught, and then finally just an incomplete pass. All for naught. 2nd and 10.
Koppel up underneath. He's going to option it. He was going to keep it this time. Chance Koppel up across the 10 and will be brought down at the 15-yard line. As he picks up 7 yards, it will bring up 3rd down and 3. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Ness City Eagle fans can smell a state championship in high school football for the first time in school history. We go to the 4th quarter. Ness City 20, Rock Hills nothing.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Brian, Carolyn, and the employees of Gable Lease Service Incorporated are proud of Coach Bamberger and the Eagle football team. Congratulations on a perfect season, and thanks for the memories.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
S&S Trailer Sales and Trucking of Ness City. Congratulations to Coach Chris Bamberger and the entire Eagle football team on making it to state.
United Credit Union of Ness City has enjoyed watching the unity of the coaches and team develop over the past 3 years. Proud supporters of the Eagle football team. Ralph's Supermarket of Ness City, offering a full-line meat market and fresh produce department as well as large selection of video rentals. A proud supporter of Ness City High School.
Owners Terry and Irene Ortman and staff at Bob's Inn and Hunt Brothers Pizza of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills Grizzlies on making it to state.
Join the Ness City community in congratulating the Ness City football team, coaches, and family on a job well done. It's been a great season. Farm Credit of Ness City, grow success for generations.
Howland Mobile Veterinary Services, Smith Center, Stylistic Shears, Mankato.
Community Bank of the Midwest, the Ness City branch.
Hidden Treasures Quilt Shop, Mankato. State Exchange Bank, Mankato.
J&D Pump and Supply, Ness City.
Kears Thriftway, Mankato. Kevin L. Phillips, attorney, and Weltmer Phillips Abstract and Title Company, Mankato.
D.E. Bondurant Grain Company and Ness City Farm and Feed.
Don's Auto Body and Towing, Burr Oak. Mankato Plumbing and Appliance, Mankato.
BTI, Ness City.
Central National Bank, Mankato. Esbon Grain and Fertilizer Incorporated, Esbon.
Thank you.
Can I help you today? No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
And back to Fisher Field in Newton, the Ness City cheerleaders doing a stunt down there, hoping their team can pull off the remaining 12 minutes of this football game and remain in front, which their lead right now is 20-0. Rock Hills will have a 3rd down and 3 from their 15-yard line. The offense had some success on their last drive with what you said they probably should do, Larry, with some short passes.
Yeah, whenever that line of scrimmage or the linemen and they're coming at you and blitzing you, you just don't have a whole lot of time to make your 10, 15, 20, 30-yard pass patterns work. It throws the timing and the rhythm off. So, to me, take what the defense is going to give you, and if you're going to play fast, then get them out in the open space quickly.
3rd down and 3. Coming near side, going for the first down. Aaron Brockelman is caught down at the 16-yard line. He picked up 1, he needed 2. It's 4th down, and looks like a punting situation again for Rock Hills.
Yeah, it's 4th down and just a long one. That was Will Frusher helped keep him getting that first down that time. Him and old 58 Blake McVicker.
Walter to punt it away. Gets the snap, gets the kick away. It's off
pretty high
to the side, and it's going to be way out of bounds, and it's going to be darn good field position
for the Eagles.
For the Eagles.
Be on their sideline. I'll be on their. Look at there.
And it's going to be at about the 36-yard line. So first down and 10, Ness City at the Rock Hills 36-yard line with 11:19 to go in the ball game.
That'll be interesting to see. They come unbalanced line. Nope, balanced line, straight old I formation.
There is a pass. Looking near side. Flax makes a catch, cuts it back to the middle of the field. Look out. Garrett Flax using his shiftiness inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. Garrett Flax rips off a big play.
Cuts back across the grain. A couple downfield blocks. Really great blocks for a couple of his teammates. That's what makes that Eagle machine go, is that Gantz got Flax got some great help by a couple downfield blocks that sprung him open, and he just cut it back across the grain, and the Zebras over there moving the sticks for another first down for the Eagles.
13 yards and a first down. Ness City starting to impose their will again, and Dalton Gantz will be hit and dropped at the 20. So he picks up 3 yards. Flynn in on the tackle for Rock Hills. That Ness City Eagle huddle, you know that they can feel a potential state title right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at there, I went to Gantz up in the middle.
Gantz is gonna rip off 3 more yards of his own down to the 17, so we'll bring up 3rd and 4.
I remember what Coach said to me about old Matthew Frank, who plays offensive end. That he said that he's not very big, but he takes a great deal of pride in doing the things right. He's very unselfless. He loves run blocking and pancaking opponents. That's Matthew Frank playing right end next to Tucker Vonleh.
3rd and 4. Flax up the middle. I believe he's going to have enough for the first down. Aaron Brockelman in on the tackle, a pickup of 4 and a first down.
Great job by Mr. Garrett Flax.
It's going to be an option to the left. Ratliff's going to keep it. Protects the football as Dean pounds him out of bounds at the 4. He picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
It's quite a job coming from your safety position. Robbie Dean had 138 tackles all year long, 8 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries. Pretty amazing for a 5'8", 165-pound senior, Robbie Dean.
Yeah, he does all right. 2nd down and 2, the ball at the 4-yard line. Ness City wants some more points on the board. There's a pitch back to Flax. He has some blocking, leaning forward. He is going to be down just short of the goal line. A pickup of 3 for Garrett Flax.
His knee touched before he rolled over and got in the end zone. His knee touched, so it's 1st and goal.
First down and goal, Ness City. They are looking to make this incredibly difficult. You saw just there on your screen that it is not very far to go for the Eagles.
And you got Trevor Hawkins brought the play in from Chris Bamberger. So we'll see what's going to run. Quarterback sneak.
It's going to be Ratliff. He's in for the touchdown. So with 8:51 to go in the ball game, Ness City extends their lead. The Eagles on top by a score of 26-0.
Absolutely. Well, he goes up underneath there, and he just saw a good read. And they're still going to probably play the 3-2 monster defense, and he just went right over his right side of his center, right guard.
2-point conversion, a pass into the back of the end zone. It is tipped away, incomplete. Robbie Dean was there to tip it away, and another missed 2-point conversion by the Ness City Eagles. 8:51 to go in the ball game. Ness City comfortably in front, 26-0, and boy, it's going to be awful tough on Rock Hills to try to come back.
Yeah, that's a great job. Great job by Robbie Dean, though, breaking up that pass even there, because he almost had two guys open. Had one guy up short, and he tried to throw it deep over the end zone to back in the end zone, but it's a great job of Robbie Dean to stop the 2-point extra point anyway. So like you said, still remains 26 to Zelts for the Grizzlies. And 8:51, just under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. So they're going to have to get something started very, very quickly if Rock Hills expects to get back in this ball game and make a contest out of it.
Yeah, the margin of error has been eliminated now.
Yes, it has. Mr. Lear will probably put this thing in the end zone.
Here comes the kick from Lyra. It's high, it's deep, it's returnable by Brockelman at the 1-yard line. Coming up the middle of the field, looking for a little bit of a gap, and is going to be brought down. Flax on the tackle as he crosses the 20 up to the 21-yard line.
I was wrong on that. Larry must not got all of it. Had to return from the 1-yard line. Made it down the 21-yard line.
And
they had a
whistle
guy coming in defense.
And a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with you. With 8:42 to go in the ball game. A timeout on the field. Ness City 26, Rock Hills nothing.
Well, Ness City was forced to take that timeout because somebody wasn't in on defense.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Join the Ness City community in congratulating the Ness City football team, coaches, and family on a job well done. It's been a great season. Farm Credit of Ness City. Grow success for generations.
Howland Mobile Veterinary Services, Smith Center, Stylistic Shears, Mankato.
Community Bank of the Midwest, the Ness City branch.
Hidden Treasures Quilt Shop, Mankato. State Exchange Bank, Mankato.
J&D Pump and Supply, Ness City.
Kears Thriftway, Mankato. Kevin L. Phillips, attorney, and Weltmer Phillips Abstract and Title Company, Mankato.
D.E. Bondurant Grain Company and Ness City Farm and Feed.
Don's Auto Body and Towing, Burr Oak. Mankato Plumbing and Appliance, Mankato.
BTI, Ness City.
Central National Bank, Mankato. Esbon Grain and Fertilizer Incorporated, Esbon.
Back at Fisher Field, Rock Hills addresses the football on 1st down and 10 from their own 21-yard line. They're going to throw it. Koppel looking. It is going to be incomplete, intended for Flynn. The coverage from Matthew Frank. Flynn and Kozan were really the only ones in the pattern that time, and they were all covered up. A flag? No flag.
Nah.
Thought there was a flag, but 2nd down and 10.
Probably all those yellow soccer lines you see out there remind you of a flag. You think?
There's a backwards pass. That might be nope, they're going to call it incomplete. I think that might have been a backwards pass.
Tucker got in on that, I think. Bondley.
Well, if you watch what happened on the outside, it looked like Rock Hills was going backwards to receive that pass and maybe try a double pass, but incomplete is the call, and it will bring up 3rd down and 10.
2nd 10, 3rd.
You see what? Taylor's having a little trouble with his microphone.
Illegal formation on the offense. That's the result, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So a 5-yard penalty on Rock Hills on a illegal formation.
Oh,
it's intercepted! Intercepted! Colton Ratliff read that one all the way. It's intercepted. That baby came telegraphed from Alexander Graham Bell. Touchdown.
Yeah, signed a letter with that one there, like the old typing teacher would say. You sent a message with that one, and perfect timing by Mr. Colton Ratliff for a little pick 6 right there. From what yard line was it, Jeremy?
It's about a 13-yard return. There's Gantz going for the 2-point conversion, and that fails, but Ness City on the board again. The interception returned by Colton Ratliff. He read it all the way. There he goes into the end zone, and they don't get much easier than that. With 8:21 to go in the ball game, it is 32-0. And I'll tell you what, touchdowns 30 seconds apart from each other are usually not a good situation if you're the other team.
That's right. If you're on the short end of that maneuver, you're not very happy camper. And so Rock Hills has got to regroup real fast and try to make something out of this stuff. They'd like to get just 1 touchdown, then try to get 2 touchdowns on the board. But right now they're struggling to even get. Remember a while ago they had 3 first downs in a row in one series. Well, now they're struggling.
They went back to the same play they were trying to run for the illegal formation. And Ness City read it all the way.
I still think Mr. Lear might get all of his leg into it, and if he does, it'll be in the end zone for a touchback. Nope.
That one's going to go out of bounds. It's out of bounds at the 15, so it will be 1st down and 10 from the 25 for Rock Hills. So Ness City scores have came in bunches. They were held scoreless in the 1st quarter, and then ended up scoring at the 10:07 mark of the 2nd quarter, the 4:08 mark of the 2nd quarter, and the 2:34 mark of the 2nd quarter. They were held scoreless in the 3rd quarter, scored a touchdown at the 8:51 mark and the 8:21 mark.
Yeah, so it's just been every other quarter.
So special teams, offense, and defense have all scored today for Ness City.
That's what it takes, well-rounded team. Pretty well-oiled machine hitting on all 8 cylinders.
Lear addresses the ball, and they'll come back and kick it away. And that one is a short line drive kick that's going to roll. It's going to be picked up by Brockelman at the 18-yard line, and Lear is down there to make the tackle. Up across the 25 to the 26-yard line with 8:15 to go. That is where Rock Hills will take over.
And the clock is not their friend.
No, not at all. There's Kozan, his first.
It's a good yard, good first down yardage.
Picks up 4 up to the 30. Really the first daylight he's had today in the running game. That's 8 carries unofficially for 14 yards for Clay Kozan.
Mercy. He's not used to that, is he?
No.
Not when he had over 1,500 yards for the year and 33 touchdowns.
2nd and 6, Kozan again, close to the first down, but he's going to be a couple of yards short. Picks up 4, 2nd and 3rd down and 2.
I think Koppel needs to put the ball in the air a little bit. He's had 44 receptions out of 74 attempts, 669 yards this year. Koppel, 6'1", 175-pound junior, their quarterback.
There's Kozand again, and he is going to have enough for a first down. He needed 2, and he picked up 4.
But he's going to need to put the ball in the air, I think. He's been a good passer. He's had, like I mentioned, there's 669 yards, thrown 50 times for the year. But their clock's not in their favor. They need to make things happen, and the clock keeps growing on these running plays.
They're going to throw it this time. Koppel in a little bit of trouble, looking to get out of trouble. Rolls, still in trouble, and hit out of bounds by McVicker all the way back. They're going to keep the clock rolling at the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play as McVicker came in with the sack.
Yeah, McVicker, he's just one tough kid. Coach said he's very, very, very tough kid. And like I said earlier, he's a thrower in track, but also just show how tough he is. He even runs that 400-meter now. We said that the 400-meter dash is a mean, tough race.
Second down and 14. Koppel to throw again. Under some pressure, he's hit. Guess what? The aforementioned McVicker in there. They'll mark him down at the 25-yard line. He loses 10 yards on the play.
Mr. Blake McVicker, a 5'10", 177-pound senior. We're talking about him, and he must have heard it.
Third down and 23.
He's had 102 tackles for the year, a couple interceptions, and we didn't know how many sacks, but he sure got one right then.
Ness City continues to show some pressure. Back to pass. A wheel route. Flynn down the sidelines.
Out of bounds.
He has it. He is just short of the first down. He picked up 22 yards. It will bring up 4th down and 1. What a catch by Wyatt Flynn down the sideline.
It wasn't too much of an argument by Chris Bamberg, but I thought almost he was getting close to being out of bounds and made that catch.
It was really close, but they'll give him the benefit of the doubt as cameraman Michael Quay just about took his first hit of the year.
Wow. Not the one he'd like to have.
There's Kozand up the middle. He has the first down. Picks up 4 yards.
How come Quay was getting in the action? You don't have a number on his back.
Well, I know he's running the camera down there, and I saw how close Wyatt Flynn was to him.
Really?
And so I figured I'd give him a little kudos since seeing him run up and down the sideline.
I'm sure glad he didn't get hit, though.
First down and 10, 5:20 to go. There's a inside handoff. Robbie Dean gets it and is going to be pushed out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag. Late hit out of bounds by Fresher.
I think it's just going to be a horse collar type tackle, type penalty, isn't it?
Probably so.
More so than actually hit out of bounds. We'll wait until the zebra jerseys get their decisions made.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle. Resolve that penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
So it'll be marked off half the distance from the spot of the foul.
So from about the 20-yard line, takes it down to about the 11, 22. That's not fun. But the Eagles are getting fired up.
First and 10 from the 11. Kozand with the carry. He breaks through the line, the initial hit, and then finished off by Dalton Gantz inside the 10 down to the 8. Picks up 3 yards.
Yes. Griffin knocked and McVicker on that tackle there, among others, to help Kozand only get 2 yards.
Second down and 7.
In motion.
Brockelman trying to get to the edge. Dalton Gantz catches him before he can get all the way from the 8-yard line. Gets down to about the 4, so we'll pick up a 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Good job by Gantz to keep him from scoring a touchdown, because Little Joe Brockman was on his way.
Third down. Kozan up the middle, leans forward. He's short of the touchdown, but I believe he has enough for the first down. But they are going to measure for it.
That was old Matthew Frank came up from his safety position, came up on the line of scrimmage and made that tackle. That's a great job by him.
Chain gang will come across. I say they got it by about half the distance, half the length of the football.
Yeah, you've never been wrong in your life, so you're probably right. Uh-oh.
I was wrong. Oh, wait, I said they didn't get it by about half the length of the football.
That isn't what I heard.
4th down and goal, or 4th down and 1. They can still get a first down, obviously.
Okay, they gave you a free ear checkup at one of those hearing aids little places. Here we go, Grizzlies. It's crunch time, 4th and inches.
Trying to get on the board. The Ness City fans getting up pretty excited just below us. Kozan again leans forward. He is in for the touchdown.
Yep.
And the Rock Hills fans finally have something to cheer about with 4:04 to go as Clay Kozan dives in from 1 yard out.
An all-important 2-point extra point, and then you might see, you think, just a really kind of an off kick coming up, you think?
I would think
Onside
so.
Kick.
2-point conversion attempt. Koppel's going to roll to his left. He's looking. Not much of a place to go. He zips it in, and it's going to be caught by Kozan as it tips around in his hands for a little bit. He's able to bring it down for the 2-point conversion.
Great concentration by Clay.
32-8. Here's the score with 4:04, and get ready for the onside kick. It's a 24-point ball game, so still with Ness City missing their 2-point conversions, it's still a 3-possession ball game, which is not completely unheard of as far as being able to do it.
And certainly not an 8-man as quick as they can strike. It's like that, like we said earlier, track meet on the gridiron. If you can get your specialty people out in wide open spaces, they can score in a hurry and in bunches.
So Devin Freeman will be kicking it. For Rock Hills, and they were practicing these in the pregame warm-ups, practicing their onside kicks.
Wow, well, I got a feeling you're going to see one right now.
Here we go. It bounces high, and it's going to be taken and then down by Colton Ratliff at the 30-yard line. He's like, I'll just take a knee because I don't want to get destroyed here by these guys that are coming hard and fast. So with 4:03 to go, first down and 10 on the Ness City 30-yard line.
And if they get a little ball control, get 2 or 3 first downs here in this series, it's going to almost be lights out.
And the carry is with Flax, and he's going to pick up 2 to the 32. Just a reminder, for a DVD copy of the 2012 8-man Division I or Division II state championship game, contact Smoky Hills Public Television at www.smokyhillstv.org or call 800-337-4788. Second down and 8, and again, Colton Ratliff will look to the back judge for the count. He's going to roll to his right with it. A good job by Flynn keeping his block at bay, but Colton Ratliff cuts it inside of him, picks up 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
That was a great read by him. He, on the all-option play, he just tucked it and ran up there when they had the pitch man covered, so he just tucked it and went upside there and cut back and made a darn good yards. like you said, Jeremy, 3rd and 1 to go. And the clock, to keep the clock going, that's important. Under 3 minutes to go.
3rd down and 1 from the 39. It is going to be Gantz. He picks up 2 and a first down.
Needed 1, got 2.
And they'll reset the chains, and it will be 1st down and 10 on the Rock Hill side of the field.
We would ask that you please remain off the field until after the presentations of the medals and trophies to both these fine teams. At the conclusion of these presentations, you may join
And
the
Ratliff is just going to
on the field.
take off as much time as he can. He's going to option it to the left.
Oh, great
Kicks
pitch.
it out to Flax. Flax trying to stay in bounds. He does just that. The clock will wind after the chains are reset down to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards, and the sportsmanship between these two teams has been uncanny.
Yeah.
Both teams helping each other up.
Yeah.
And, Aaron Brockelman on the tackle, but a 15-yard gain for Garrett Flax.
They go ahead and knock him down, then pick him up and kill him with a little kindness. Great job.
Play clock down to 10 seconds. Ratliff will go down with 8. Take the snap, left side, Flax. Going to be brought down by Dalton Miller. Devin Freeman also there to help out a little bit. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain by Flax.
Of course, they got shifting plays in there. Number 4 has been in there, Trevor Hawkins. Interesting thing, he got, as a sophomore, he got the most improved player due to his dedication and time in the weight room, and of course paying off big time for him as he gets to junior, getting to play lots and lots and lots of plays out here.
There's a give. Gantz trucks Freeman. He's still on his feet, stumbling. End zone. Touchdown, Dalton Gantz with 1:10 to go in the ball game. The exclamation point for the Ness City Eagles as they continue to roll and are going to be the 2012 Kansas State High School Activities Association 8-man Division I football champions.
Now that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22-yard run from Gantz.
Bottom line is the Ness City Eagles are in the state championship first time, and they become the champion.
2-point conversion. Flax up the middle. He is in for the 2-point conversion, so it's 1:10 to go in the ball game. It's 40-8, and Dalton Gantz scores his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, and that young man has had one heck of a ball game, and Devin Freeman wishes he hadn't run into that truck right there.
Absolutely.
Well, Ness City, not much you can say. They have proven they are the #1 team today, as they have really shut down Rock Hill for the most part offensively, and have taken advantage of some mistakes by the Grizzlies at the same time.
And give the coach credit, the whole coaching staff, the community for credit for them guys keeping their heads screwed on straight all year long, because what's it become, #1, by all the polls and the media action like this, to sometimes it's hard to do that and tough to do that, because I want to read this and read that, and the media blows them out, but thank God they kept their heads screwed on straight in the weight room, and Coach Bamberger has just done an incredible job, and man, was he a tough hombre for the Longhorns down at Jetmore when he was a player.
He was an animal.
Helped Kevin Ayers get 3 state championships, didn't he?
Yep. Kick from Lyra. There's going to be a line
scribble.
Driver. It's
That's
going to
like
be
a
picked
top.
up by Freeman, and he is going to be driven backwards.
Good old Trevor Hawkins on the tackle.
Hawkins, Flores was there. 1:04 to go in this ball game. So 1st down and 10. The ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line.
Probably have timeout pretty soon and stick all the players in that's helped them get to this point, some of the underclassmen, and give them a chance to participate.
And a flag on the play. false start's going to be called on Rock Hills.
It's time to swallow those
Dead ball.
flags.
False start, offense. 5-yard
Ness
penalty.
City scored
Repeat
20
first down.
points in the second quarter. They've scored 20 points here in the fourth quarter. They lead at 40-8. Rock Hills, their only score coming here in the fourth quarter.
Amazing.
Then at the conclusion of the game, we will have the presentation of medals and trophies to both teams.
First and 15.
As the sun sets in the west, the trophy's going to go out to the west.
And a pickup of
Here
6 yards for Aaron Brockelman.
Here comes some different players in. 52, Luis Rodriguez, number 44, Devin McGinnis, 185-pound sophomore.
Ness City Eagle fans.
There they go.
Getting some encouragement.
Call timeout. Oh, look at him getting off there.
They're all running out there, and I have a feeling there'll be a timeout called here on this next play.
That's what he should do.
There's Kozan. He's going to be hit and dropped.
Call
and
timeout.
the clock will wind down. We'll see if they let him in for one play. They're going to hustle out on the field. And we got about 15
We got 20,
Ness
look at
City
that.
Eagles. We have timeout called by Ness City with 3 seconds left to go in the ball game. And not exactly the way you want to finish it off, but
timeout before the penalty.
There were 9 Eagles on the field. I think everybody wanted a chance. Colton Ratliff wanted to stay out there. But Chris Bamberger says, take a swan song, my friend. Hugs from assistant coach Matt Overlease. In the host of Eagles will see their first action in state championship play with 3.2 seconds left to go.
I think if they could have had, they got 28 players on the Eagles roster. All 20 of them would have loved just been out there. They got to wait to turn though, huh?
Yep, you can't fit that many out there, unfortunately.
No.
Third down.
3.2 seconds.
And there's Kozan. He's going to be ripped down after a pickup of 2 on the play, and that's going to be the final play of the ball game. A first down for Rock Hills, but that is going to do it. And the Rock Hills Grizzly, understandably disappointed with finishing second in state, but I'll tell you what, I think they know they ran into a buzzsaw known as the Ness City Eagles today.
Absolutely. They had their hands full and a great match, but great effort. Neither team went home at halftime today. I mean, they had to play the whole game.
Doesn't happen very often for Ness City, but it did today. But they come out victorious by a score of 40-8.
Great sportsmanship by both teams.
Ness City finishes their season state champs 13-0. Rock Hills finishes at 11-2. We're going to have your trophy presentations coming up next. We'll be back right after this from Fisher Field in Newton.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Ness City versus Rock Hills, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Ralph's Supermarket of Ness City, offering a full-line meat market and fresh produce department as well as large selection of video rentals, a proud supporter of Ness City High School. United Credit Union of Ness City has enjoyed watching the unity of the coaches and team develop over the past 3 years. Proud supporters of the Eagle football team.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Owners Terry and Irene Ortman and staff at Bob's Inn and Hunt Brothers Pizza of Mankato congratulates the Rock Hills Grizzlies on making it to state. S&S Trailer Sales and Trucking of Ness City. Congratulations to Coach Chris Bamberger and the entire Eagle football team on making it to state.
Brian, Carolyn, and the employees of Gable Lease Service Incorporated are proud of Coach Bamberger and the Eagle football team. Congratulations on a perfect season, and thanks for the memories.
Welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz, and the 8-man Division I state title game just finishing up with the Ness City Eagles defeating the Rock Hills Grizzlies by a score of 40-8. Head coach Sam Myers encouraging his team as they get in the huddle, and tell you what, it looks like the whole town was here to support this ball club.
Yep, Jill, Lesba, Mankato, all of them from up there.
And some disappointment. You can see it on the faces right there. I mean, they worked so hard to get to this point. Robbie Dean obviously disappointed. You know, you get to this point and you want to win the darn thing, but one team wins and unfortunately one team comes up short.
Well,
today it was Rock Hills.
They just come up short on the scoreboard, but they're winners. They prove it's winners all year long, and they don't have anything to hang head up, and they'll sit back and reflect on this for a while, then they reflect on a great deal, and something they can brag about and cheer about all year long, that they were state runner-ups. First time ever getting there and then state runner-up.
And Wyatt Flynn will stand out there in front. Sam Myers comes to get the trophy for his team. He'll deliver it to his seniors. And they will hold the trophy and get ready for a team picture, and one that will be remembered for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
For the Rock Hills Grizzlies. As they will get the pictures. Obviously, as we mentioned, disappointed. See the scoreboard in the background, but you know, a great football team. And now the champions, the Ness City Eagles. 8 seniors go in to grab that trophy.
Yep, 7 of them started on defense and only 1 junior. So both teams was heavily loaded with senior upperclassmen, lots of experience today.
They started out with a goal to come and take state, and they weren't going to take no for an answer. And you know, they still, this match is their closest game of the year.
32 point spread.
32
That's
points.
Right. Yep.
I mean, that is just hard to wrap your mind around.
Yep.
They gave up 70 points all season.
Wow, 13 games. Figure that one out. That's less than 6 points, less than a touchdown per game.
Pretty
Average.
darn impressive. Look at the championship trophy. There's some happy and very, very proud young men right there as they
deservingly so.
Smile for some pictures. Yeah,
very
they deserve it. They deserve every bit of it. You know, when you start, you open up with 2-a-days. Then you get set for that first game on August 31st. You have one thing in mind. And that is to make it to Newton. And the ultimate goal is to be the one team really left smiling at the end, and that's what happened today.
And all the extreme hard work in the end zone. I mean, in the weight room. You know, before school, after school, summer, even summertime. A lot of farm boys, they got their own chores to do, but hey, they're in their weight room in there too, because they made that type of dedication.
And that's the type of dedication it takes.
Yep, absolutely.
You have to have that if you're going to be a successful football team. You can't pick up a football in August, and that's the only thing you do for football. You can't do that and then set it down once the season's over and not see it again, or a weight room until football season starts up the next year.
You're absolutely right, because you know, if you're not doing it, guess what? All your opponents are. So you gotta stay up even with them, or try to exceed them and get stronger, tougher, and run faster.
Again, for a DVD copy of the 2002 8-man Division I or Division II state championship game, contact Smoky Hills Public Television at www.smokyhillstv.org or call 800-337-4788. Tell you what, crowd was pretty massive here for today's ball game. A huge crowd from Ness City, a pretty big crowd from Rock Hills, and everybody congregating on the field right now with their congratulations for a job well done for both schools. I guess the 8-man season is over. It's been a pretty good year, though, hasn't it, Larry?
Absolutely. I've enjoyed working with you, and I've enjoyed everything with all the people that behind the cameras and pulling the cable and everything else at Smoky Hill Public Television. It's been great. We look forward to more of that. But I'll tell you what, just seeing the gleam on the Eagles' face, first time ever by both these schools to get to finals, and nothing to hang heads on. Just great work ethic by both teams, the Rock Hill Grizzlies and the Ness City Eagles, state champs in Division I football.
Ness City 40, Rock Hills 8. Special thanks, as Larry said, to everybody at Smoky Hills Public Television for all the hard work behind the scenes. And for color analyst Larry Jantz, this is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Newton. Ness City 40, Rock Hills 8.